Good evening, one and all. It's Sunday, it's the end of the week, and that of course means we're tuning in to some more good old Warframe. Hello and welcome everyone, how are we all doing today? Welcome in. Got a cup of course with the immediate hydrate, sure. Cheers. This is my moment to shine, saying you remember me again. I mean, you've got a quite distinctive name, welcome on in. Hello there Elliot, hello there Disaster Maker, hello Ackerman, hello Powerbrox, hello there Itzang. Hello F King, hello Spaghetti, how are we all doing there? Hello Gorilla of the Clock, hello Garugas, hello Ladybug, hello Flowing Thoughts, hello Brotheroni. How is everyone today? Welcome on in. Good evening there Vander Stevens, hello Moonfloor, hello Mr. Math. How is everyone today? Again, did you see they're adding a pity system for the Archon Shards? I did, yes. Yes indeed. In fact, the next video I was planning to do, I am going to be delaying as a result of the information that's come out of that dev stream, which is really unusual for me. Again, I prefer usually not to talk about stuff that's not yet in the game, but this is what I do want to address. This is absolutely what I do want to address, partly because I've already addressed it in a previous video, calling out the Archon Shard situation, so the fact that they are addressing that, I kind of need to address it in turn, don't I? So yeah, absolutely, it's certainly something to look out there. It's not the way I expect them to go about it either, but, well, it just means even more mathematical fun for us, I suppose. As I'm saying, hey, again, I wanted to share something I was having trouble with Rhino builds. Found out why. If you cast Iron Skin with an Augur mod after your shields break, your invulnerability ends before the 3-second invuln of Iron Skin begins, meaning you die. Oh, okay, yeah, I saw you posting about that. It was related to the Protea bug you're experiencing. I saw your post on the Discord about that one, yeah. So for just anyone who's probably lost as to what the hell Zom is talking about there, let me just quickly explain what Zom has discovered here. Oh, we still got that on. Let's take that off. We don't need that on anymore, do we? There we go. That's fixed. Right, anyway. So with Iron Skin here, you've got a 3-second invulnerability window where it builds up your Iron Skin. But apparently, as Zom has discovered, is that supposedly if you cast it with an Augur mod when your shields are broken, then it'll give you some more shields, but then it gives you a tiny amount of invuln from the shield gate, and it undoes the invulnerability that you're getting from the Iron Skin in that 3-second period. And if something goes wrong in that 3-second period, you can just get shot and murdered, which is a bit of a weird one, not gonna lie. Very weird. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure exactly how that could come to be, but it makes sense that you discovered it. Unless you want me to imagine how excited. Yeah, I'd imagine you're very excited for a beetle skin Zob. You are definitely all about the bugs, and not just the actual bugs, but the bugs, the buggity bugs, the bugs that aren't always bugs. Those bugs. Lady would say it was fun pulling up your channel to link a video to a friend and seeing that. Oh, new video. Yup, got that one done just earlier today, so that is all out there now, and the data from behind that as well, because there is a heck of a lot of data to inform that video. It's been a reason I've been putting off a Kuva video, is that there's so many different methods to compare at once. So all of the data that I've gathered behind that as well is available over on Patreon under Meet the Math, so if you did want to check that out, now you know where to get it. Powerbrox saying, don't want to pry too much, just curious, did you get a college degree related to math, or do you just love math in general? Well, I'm actually more focused on statistics than math. Pure math gets into all kinds of weird stuff, using symbols beyond letters and numbers in all kinds of arcane ways, and matrices and wibbly schwobbly god knows what else. And I did not touch that, no. My degree, whilst practical, was not very statistical mathematical in that regard, no. As Zoc says, I'm more focused on rocks, at least from my my education, more focused on the rocks. But I just enjoy the statistics. I've always had a certain affinity for statistics, it's just kind of clicked with me. Far better than pretty much any other topic. So, I know about Warframe, I know about making videos to an extent, certainly guide videos, I know how to speak in a manner that people can clearly understand around the world, and I can do statistics and bring it all together, and bip bop bop, there you go, you've got a Warframe content creator like none other. At least that's the idea. That's the idea. Also know not about fashion, but right style of the new frame. New frame. Oh, the new frame. We'll have to see how she properly looks in game, and what happens when we hit randomize on the color scheme. That will determine on that side, Zom. We'll wait for that one to definitely be in game. You're right, brother. Already, yes. Kenji-kun saying, can I have enough steel essence to unlock one primary and one secondary weapon arcane? What would be the best primary and secondary to unlock? Oh, okay, so you've got the arcane adapter for a primary and a secondary. Okay. Well, if you've only got one of each, then put them on the weapons you normally pick up. When you open up your arsenal and you look through the list of weapons you got here, what is the one you usually equip because you like using it? That's the one you put the adapter on. It makes sense to me. You've got to go and get more essence anyway to go fill up the other slots, so what's the weapons you like to go to that get you that essence? Invest in what already works, and then you can fill out the rest. Makes sense to me. Long shot, it's doing well today. All doing well. Hope you're doing well yourself. I say all well today. Not all entirely well. Spent some time with the family earlier. Played some Uno with my brother. Just me and him. 1v1 Uno. The way Uno works is that a lot of people probably skip over the whole point system, but Uno has a point system. We always play to the full 500. And somehow today, he managed to get to 500 points and more before I got a single one. This was something like 12, 13 games in a row of him winning. And the very last one, the very, very last game to absolutely do me over, he got down to one card, he declared Uno. I'm thinking, I've got a defense against this, it's fine, I play down a +4. You know what card he had, chat. You know what card he had. He didn't have himself just a basic number card or a skip, he had another +4. I'm thinking, finally I have some points on the board. No. So I get +8. And he is out of cards. And scoops up all those lovely, lovely points. I don't know how he did it. He doesn't know how he did it. None of it makes sense. We shuffled that deck so thoroughly. Yeah. You always keep your +4s to the end. You're a rat, Spaghetti. You're a rat. I approve, because it's practical, but you're a rat. You're an absolute rat. This is exactly what I said to my brother, and I don't care anyway. Anywho, in theory, you can't put a +1 and +4 but not place that way. Yeah, no. Of all the rules that the Uno crew came out with, the whole you cannot stack plus cards is terrible. Absolutely stupidly terrible, because that just takes away any element of dynamic play. At that point, it is pretty much just play the cards you're given. The strategy vanishes at that point. Very little left to do. You can choose between a couple cards here or there, but mostly you're told at that point, nah, every card you play will always perfectly land exactly how you expect. That actually kind of ruins it, in my personal opinion. But other bits they've got going on. Sensible enough. Kinda. Anyway, enough about +4s and Uno. We're here today for Warframe. And Warframe today has ourselves a sortie. If you want to be part of this, I assume that Zon wants to be part of this, send me a message in game, the Kengineer. I'll bring you into the squad and we'll take it ahead from there. Let's bring in Zon for that. Today what we have got is a free roam with enemy physical enhancement. We have got a spy mission with enemy elemental enhancement, and then an assassination with energy reduction. Excuse me. An assassination with energy reduction. Let's get cracking through that. Lots of resistances here. They've got extra slash damage as well, so that could be a bit onky. We'll drop into that free roam to get ourselves started. That sounds like our final join of the squad. There we go. Beautiful. I mean, Lavos should be able to handle just fine. Yeah, I don't see it going wrong. Oh, sounds like someone was a bit late there. Sorry, Bill Cool. You're too late on that one. You're too late. The squad's full. We're going. And you just got Talforge? Nice. What's my take on the newly announced augments? I'll need to look into details more fully on those, but they seem nice. The Revenant one seems a little bit stonks. We'll definitely have to see how that turns out. They might make it have a tiny range or something? I don't know. We'll have to look into the exact details when they come about. Because what get announced and what actually is are two different things. Can you get a boss drop from a sortie? No, you cannot, Dietai, no. So if you do the Kill Entertain one, you will not get a Sarin piece. If you do the Ambulance, you will not get a Trinity piece through the sortie. Sortie overrides all normal mission rewards and just gives you the sortie reward at the end. Same is true of the Archon Hunt. Mission drops you get, but the mission rewards, nope. Alright, let's see what we're going to do here. Clear all hostiles. Alright. Mesa doing Mesa things, as one would expect. I got 1 kill. Thanks for the Arkham one-shot video. Found it really useful for tapping last week's and the week before. You're very welcome. Strangely enough, I still get people on that video saying, oh, this doesn't work, this doesn't work. Which is exactly why I included the one-shot in today's Kuva video as well. Didn't call it out, didn't need to. But I did also do the one-shot again in today's video, and in fact did it so strongly that it nearly brought the Archon to 0 hit points in stage 1. Now granted that can't actually kill it, but it still brought it down really, really low. So if anyone tries telling you the one-shot doesn't work, it's a skill issue. You can legitimately tell them, skill issue, get good. Because if they watch the guide and tell you it doesn't work, they don't know what they're talking about. Oh, did I not set up the raffle guide? My bad, my bad. Let's get that running. There you go, chat. The raffle's running now. Sorry about that. Fellow Lavos enjoy it? Yes, Lavos is a great frame. Love it. Absolutely love it. I've missed a couple messages there as well. Alec Engineer, how you seen videos on YouTube? You make the best educational Warframe videos and content. Subscribe there. Now came to Twitch to follow. Just want to let you know, latest YouTube video, you missed out the new Agrit and Slate Shred needs Kuva to be crafted. Oh, did I? Darn. Darn, I thought I had checked every source of weapons and whatnot. I did miss that. Darn it. That'll teach me for not keeping my lists of random resource requirements up to date. Those ones slipped me by. I think probably because I never had to actually build those ones. They were gifted to me by D as part of the creator program. Because they give day 1 access to certain bits and pieces. So you're very right. If they include Kuva, my bad on that, I did miss those. This is a bit loud today. I just realised I had slightly different settings earlier. There we go. I wondered why everything felt a bit crazy. I thought it was just the open world, but no. That was too loud. There we go. That was too loud on the stream as well. I do apologise. Yeah, it could be cool, Zom. We'll have to see. Again, I say, we'll have to see how the augments actually play in-game. Because D may not even release the augments as demonstrated. It all depends on the exact stuff that comes out. Let's face it. How many times have we had a mod in this game do something different to what it says in some way or another? I'm pretty certain that Loki's augment still says it will apply radiation proc when it doesn't. So, very big wait and see on that one. Cosmo, cheers. Nah, Squarebo, you're only allowed 1. You can't pluralize the tickets command. It's still only 1, Squarebo. Still only 1. Can I ride the drone? I don't think I can. I'm going to try. No. Oh well. Sad. It's like hijack, but worse. If we had a speed frame, this would be great, but I didn't think to bring one. And, well, speed boosting frame, I should say. No one's brought one. That's unfortunate. Got any tips for regular make it to wave 8 in Sanctuary Onslaught? Yeah, for Sanctuary Onslaught, just basically, you're needing to just kill lots of enemies. So you need to have your best sustaining frame for killing loads. all you want to be focusing on. I put out, for example, build guide on Mirage, and that includes some builds for both Sanctuary Onslaught and Elite Sanctuary Onslaught, so you can check those ones out. And then I also put out some builds for Nuke Frame, so you can check those out as well. They'll do a good shout there. Those two videos should help you out quite nicely. But it is literally all about killing in that mode, and doing it in a way where you don't die in the process. If you kill even harder, then you're less likely to die. If you have a friend along with you doing a Trinity, or if you be the Trinity for a friend, then you are absolutely Gucci. I'm sorry, I have to do this, chat. I have to do this. There's so many of them around. I've gotta.
The drone is safe. I will begin decoding its systems immediately. The enemy has a guard around one of their mobile.
I know it may not be particularly efficient, but I'm doing it because it's fun. I'm done now. There we go. You got 17 zones in with Harrow the other day? Yikes, that is quite far in. That is quite far in. I don't think I've ever wanted to go that far myself. Oh, hello. Oh, well, this has got to happen, hasn't it? One down. He's inside of me. Or I'm inside of him. That's no good. Another slowing thing. Oh, okay, it'll just teleport. That works. Oh, come on. I just got into position. There we go. Nailed it. Oh, the Naruto blueprint. Huh. Well, what do you know? In case anyone needs that one, there you go. Go Mirage build, minus some levels in the arcane, but if the people I'm with drop out early, can't handle enemies myself. Which Mirage build are you using, Ronald? If you're using the Sanctuary Onslaught one, in Sanctuary Onslaught, that should handle fine. If you're using it in Elite Sanctuary Onslaught, it falls off, so you do need the Elite Sanctuary Onslaught one in ESO to get to wave 8, but it should otherwise handle. It might be that you're just not staying mobile enough. Or, if the levels on the arcane you're talking about is Energize, I think you do need Energize fully up to have the energy to keep casting. Like, effectively enough to keep going, so that might be it too. Those builds were refined, but they're not exactly flexible to do a one-man show like that. %5 drops are rigged. Please. After the Minecraft stream we had on Friday, could you really say anything on this stream is rigged? After how perfectly normal things went on Friday, could you really say that this stream is rigged?
These resources will be supremely useful to
That was a weird day on Friday. Yeah, Resonating Quake Banshee does not have a lot of use in the game, unfortunately, both due to the damage attenuation with distance and the fact that it's blast damage. It really falls off, doesn't it? It really does fall off. Any suggestion on killing a hypersensitive mosquito? What? What? Where can you find my Necromic 4 build? It seems it does a lot of damage. Right here. Up. There you go. Primed Rabida Line Barrel because plus damage is a staple. We got plus 100% crit chance. We've got the plus 60% fire rate, got the plus 60% multi-shot, got the crit damage on the hollow bullets, and then we got heat, toxin, electric for corrosive heat, which just works. Just works. I especially like having the fire rate on both the Morzelon and the Archibex because it really sets it apart from people who don't. You can just tell the difference. You get some people and their Archibex will go do 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 do. I activate my one, do 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 do. The difference, obviously very badly demonstrated by myself there, but the difference really stands out. You really notice it. It's great. If someone's picked up the Warzone or something, they bring out their heavy weapon, and it's just going outcome mine, and it's a Gatling gun in comparison. Like, oh wow, that's a high-powered gun you got there. Yeah. Yes, it is. Blind Guy Players, any thoughts on Wizards of the Coast's latest announcements? Seems like they've admitted they're making things worse. They're constant. We're having a conversation. Feels pretty scummy about how they acted through this mess. How the community only found out by where people are breaking NDA and risking fines on jail time. Well, they weren't really risking jail time, no. But Blind Guy Playing. With regards to Wizards of the Coast, not a lot. It's good that the SRD is now into Creative Commons. It's a step I didn't expect them to do, but it's good that it is there. It's good that they've decided to stop messing with the OGL for 5th edition entirely. They're just not screwing with any of that stuff. 1 D&D is probably still going to go the way they want to. But it's fine. They've demonstrated how far we should trust them now, and that is not very far at all. Oh, I see, Daitai, I see. Well, mosquitoes are attracted to both heat and carbon dioxide, so if you wanted to set up some kind of fancy little trap, you could use something along that line to help you get onto them. But the only times I've ever had to deal with mosquitoes in my own room, which is very rare in the UK, the only time I had to deal with them, they would be really annoying in the middle of the night, and so I grabbed my pillow and I threw it at them and splattered them against the wall. And while they were stunned, I then killed them. So, I mean, I've not had trouble with mosquitoes. I just lobbed pillows at them until they stopped moving. The same strategy did not work for the mouse that found its way into my room, but, well, that was a different story. I kept saying you shouldn't trust a game company or developer too much. Companies, at the end of the day, you can only trust as far as they prove themselves overall anyway. But the fact of the matter is that they had the OGL there, they had made their agreements, and then they were trying to renege on those agreements by pulling straight up a Darth Vader move, like, I'm changing the terms of the deal, pray I don't change them further kind of shit. Which is just terrible, and I have no faith in them. They've realised that they were making a massive blunder, that they tried to slip one by rules lawyers, which is not a clever thing to try to do. I'm not going to open any of these vaults, am I? It's just two Wukong and Navara going for them. I'm going to go find extraction. Heroic Vanguard saying it's worth noting the OGL wasn't likely to be legally revoked. Anything added to the CC is either uncompatible game mechanics or things directly have to be for use. Pretty much, by and large, yeah. Because there's also a thing that you have to think back to when the OGL was actually introduced in the first place. Also, here is the exit. Nice. Waypoint 1 for extraction. But the introduction of the OGL for Dungeons & Dragons was mostly to avoid litigation screwing up the company in the past. Because there was loads of cases historically of companies creating similar things and going head-to-head with Wizards of the Coast, or actually whoever it was before them, I forget the name of them, and it was causing all kinds of issues. Had very bad rep for D&D because of that. The OGL was introduced as both a PR move and a way to basically bring an armistice about to that whole legal fight. So when they then decide to undo that, is effectively them throwing down the gauntlet and say, nope, you have all benefited from using this stuff, and we've benefited from growing as a big company. D&D anchored itself as the tabletop game, basically, and then they wanted to pull the rug out from underneath creators. I simply just have no faith in that company as a result. I simply have no faith in that company. The quality of their products had been declining, as far as I'm concerned, throughout the age of 5e. And this just showed that they were not in a position to carry us forwards. So I'm done. Official Wizards of the Coast Dungeons & Dragons content, I'm done with, quite frankly. They've demonstrated that they cannot continue that in the TTRPG scene. The movie is yet to see, but for the rest, yeah. Nope. Heroic saying, oh, can I post a link that's relevant to this? You can pop it over in the Discord, Heroic. You can pop it over in the Discord. We have got a specific subforum on there for Dungeons and Dragons if you want to join into the conversation over there. If anyone who's missed that, below all the Warframe stuff on the Discord, we have got a miscellaneous games section, which opens up into the miscellaneous games forum. So open sections for different games to talk about, so we don't get it all mixed in with the Warframe stuff at the same time and lose it. Hey Eddie, want to switch to EDM? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Up. There we are. Hello Nietzsche, how you doing? Your dog ran off? That's no good. That is no good. I hope you get them back. Prediction time? Yeah, we'll get that up and running as soon as we get this mission going. Energy reduction. I'm Labos, I don't care. Let's get a prediction up and running, chat. What reward are we going to get from this sortie today? Is it going to be a NASA sculpture? Is it going to be a riven, booster, or something else entirely? If you click the blue spanner icon at the bottom of your chat window there, that's how you can join in on the gamble. What's it going to be today? And if you're right, well, you're looking at a whole bunch of spanners for those people who got it wrong, so make sure you put down plenty. Make it interesting. More rivens? Well, it is the day for rivens, isn't it? Kuva video just come out, and this guy who does the numbers. And I intend to open up a bunch of rivens today, so yeah, I mean, today's the day to give me a riven, chat. Oh, there's me trying to dash ahead, and friendship door just says no. Come on. Door. There we go. And the thing is now, is if we don't get a riven, there's going to be a lot of disappointed people, and also at least one person is going to be absolutely laughing as they get all the points from those people who gambled on riven. Although I'm looking over here, glancing at the side, it doesn't look like there's actually that many gambles on rivens, then never mind, it might not go that way at all. And hero is down. Okay, well we hadn't even got to the assassination yet, so that's good. Looks like it was just someone's pet, but you know. Heroes that die before they get to the villain aren't exactly the best heroes. Does Nezha's Blazing Chakram work on liches? In terms of increased damage to them? Probably. Oh, I love it when a squad knows what to do. I love it when a squad knows what to do. No hanging around waiting for everyone to stand on their spot. Oh, it's beautiful. 18k on Former? Oh wow, that's a lot on Former. Alrighty. Oh, okay. Limb Bubble. Is that going to protect us from the missiles? Hey, that's cool. And then, as soon as all the missiles are done, I presume Limbo just unpops the bubble. And we just get that straight away. By the way, Borzalon just insta-gibs it. Fun fact. Cheese, yep, I'm cheesing it. Morsey going straight through there. We got full cheese today. We got Limbo cheese, we got Morsey cheese. We absolutely do not care. We're full cheesing it. This is a full-on platter of cheese. Everyone's joining in on the Morseys. Yep. Everyone on your spot, get ready. As soon as that thing starts turning. Oh, that's disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting. How many people struggle with this? We're just memeing it. We're just memeing it. I can't even be able to switch back to a proper weapon. I'm just shooting. Okay, I should switch back. Glaive. Oh. There we go. Hey, Twin Combat Blueprint. Why not? The exit will be this way? Yeah, exit is this way. Boom, nailed it. Easy peasy. Do you have any use for your amp for it? Yeah, that can work as well, Ronald. That can work as well. That was pretty cheesy. 3 minute 31. That's pretty cheesy. Some people are like, oh, how do you do these missions so easily? It's not that easy to do. Oh, wow. Kuva on the Riven stream after we just did a Kuva video. Well, there we are. Yep. It's Kuva. It's Kuva. 5 people guess Kuva will be happening with Imagine Maren gambling 980 spanners on that Kuva reward. You're absolutely correct. Ackerman correct as well. Paraprox correct as well. Needshell on the list of the winners. You're absolutely right. You're getting back quite a bit as well. You Kuva gamblers, you are absolutely getting quite a bit back there because that ratio looks about to be 21-1. That is, yeah, 21.35 ratio, sir. Imagine, Marin, I think you just got back, what, like 20,000 spanners? Maybe a bit more? That's a win. You just came after watching the Kuva video? Well, would you look at that then? This is what happens. You watch the Kuva video, you got Kuva on the mind, you join in, you gamble on the sortie, and you correct with the Kuva. That is exactly the right way to do it, Imagine Marin. Enjoy your spanners, well earned. Michelle saying got 10k with 500 betting. Nice. And of course, there's the losers. It's a zero-sum game, and Ron Hall 2k spanners gone. Yeah, that's a move. Let's see, can I find who is the biggest gamble? Palmer Farmer put 3,000 on a NASA. That's a noof right there. Can I find higher than 3,000? I doubt I'm going to find... Oh, well, no, obviously. A blind guy playing voted 18,241 spanners on Former. Whoops. Whoops. That was a mistake. Well, it kept it interesting. It definitely kept that interesting. Thank you very much for throwing your spanners into the ring on that one. Go big or go home? Oh, absolutely, yes. I love it. You've made a few people happy there, Blind Guy Playing. You've definitely made a few people happy with that one. Marin just followed, now has 20,000 spanners. I mean, you've got to spend them straight away onto the sound alerts for that. At least some of them. You've got to enjoy yourself with that. Alright. Zom, Elliot, thank you very much for joining in. Probably going to have to boot you out, knowing how rivens go. Probably going to have to boot you out at this point, because, chat, I have quite a few of these to open up. I've got 12 rifle ones, 10 pistol ones, 8 melee ones, 4 shotgun ones, and I'll probably just ignore these. Let's be honest, those ones are trash. No one needs those ones. Are there any others? If I search rifle... Just making sure I haven't accidentally left any unopened old ones. Yeah, looks like we should be fine there. That is good. Got none of the old school ones. Yep, we're fine. Okay, cool. What's this? Get 2035? Do you get restricted till 2035? Click it. Don't click the second bit that says yes, go for it. But if you click it just once, it brings up the information. If you click it a second time, you've just bought it, and that's on you. And all saying, just watched your recent YouTube video. I'm so surprised the high quality work you put into the videos. The first time ever I'm tempted to support a content creator with membership. I mean, I'm biased in saying this. First of all, thank you very much. But I'm very biased in saying, do it. I mean, if you're very tempted and you've been enjoying the content, and I have put out well over 100 videos at this point, I mean, if it tempts you, take your pick. There's the YouTube one, there's the Patreon one, there's the Twitch one. If you like Raynuvia, you can do all 3 at the same time. Seriously, that dude is a triple supporter. He's an absolute legend. But yeah, take your pick. If you really do appreciate what I do and you want to see me continue to do it, it is the support from people like yourself that allows me to keep doing that. Yeah. It was till the year 2035. Oh, no. We wouldn't time out someone until the year 2035 here. But it is for 2,035 seconds, which is about 33 minutes. It is about 33 minutes, so, yeah. The supporter asked for it. A very regular supporter. I thought, yeah, why not? Let's put the option on there. See how many people select it. It surprises me the number of people who select it unintentionally, not intending to get timed out. I'm like, what part of Get 2035 you will be timed out did you not understand? So I've made it even more obvious since then. What's it exactly say these days? It says, time out yourself for 2,035 seconds. That's what it said originally, and apparently that was still not clear enough, so now I have to put it in all caps. You will be unable to chat for over half an hour. You have been warned. Yes, Flowing Thoughts. It's a very 19% moment, yes. Not asking, which of the sites gives you the largest percent ratio back for each dollar spent on my side? Technically tipping directly, but if you want to have a personal membership out of it as well, then Patreon will be the one. The way that it works is that YouTube, as they advertise all over the place, they take, I think it's a 35, or I think they take a 30% cut to YouTube from members. Twitch, I'm an affiliate, so I get the standard affiliate ratio everyone is familiar with. That's a 50-50 split, and that is after taxes. YouTube, again, 30% after the taxes. And then when it comes to Patreon, however, they have a tiny split in comparison. A very tiny split in comparison. As in, I get a larger section of it. So Patreon is the one there, unless you want to directly tip, in which case it's just a transaction fees. Which exist, they're a thing. But that's going to apply everywhere. So yeah, I hope that clears that one up there for you, Nordalt. I hope that one clears you up. But at the end of the day, I want you to focus on what you get out of it more than anything. And if what you get out of it is you just want to show your support, exclamation mark tip is the easiest way for you to decide exactly how much you want to support. Otherwise, if you want to get the extra features and benefits, take your pick of the one that interests you the most. Do you want the emotes over on YouTube or here on Twitch? Do you want to have the Meet the Math over on Patreon? Take your pick. How do you tip directly? Exclamation mark tip, F-King. Exclamation mark tip. Some streams call it donate. That's incorrect because I'm not a charity. I'm not a charity case either, so, you know, both ways it works. But yeah, it is actually a tip. Any thoughts on Deep Rock Galactic? I don't have any coherent thoughts on it at this time. I've never got around to playing it. Quintus tried to get me into it, but I haven't put my time onto that side of things at this stage. Alright, for the Riven opening, I'm going to take Serration off of here, and let's have a look at the first... Oh, actually, I should check how many slots have I got. That's going to be important. How many slots have I got? Oh, I've got 13 spare. It's fine. We should be good for now. We should be good for now. So let's get started on this. Fulman, let's see what happens if I put this into here. Oh, that's a nice animation. Land 6 consecutive headshots while in Arcwing on the plains of Eidolon. Oh, that's easy. Just headshots? That's really easy. Okay, well, there we go. There we go. That's a slam dunk right there. This one, let's just swap out the ribbon for the pistol ribbon. Kill 6 unalerted Tusk ballistas with a headshot without dying or becoming downed. I mean, okay, yeah, let's just take that off of there. Let's go Rubico. Can you equip multiple veiled ribbons on a weapon at once? No, 1 ribbon per weapon. 1 ribbon per weapon. But this here, let's swap out Hunt Munitions for now. That'll do the trick. And yeah, the damage should be fine with that. There we go. This should do the trick. And then on the glaive here, we don't need Life Strike right now for what I'm doing, so let's get the melee ribbon. This is stupid. I swear I'm not rigging this. I swear. Kill 6 unalerted Tusk ballistas with a headshot without raising alarms. Why does this keep happening? Okay. Alright, let's do this. Easy. Alright then. Let's grab Loki, I suppose. Loki's probably the simplest way to do this. Let's just get a nice, really high duration. Let's see, what's the highest disarm build apparently? There we go. Why is disarm build not a disarm build? That's a weird one, but okay, whatever. Game wants me to go to Plains of Eidolon. It does seem to be the case, doesn't it? Yeah. It does seem to be the case. Alright. Vara might be easier. No, Vara wouldn't maintain the invisibility when I go into Arcwing, which is why I picked Loki, because it casts a buff on you rather than continuous ability. So I want to be invisible in Arcwing to help with not setting off suspicions, because they need to be unalerted. I know what I'm doing here. I know what I'm doing. Alright, well, let's go solo so we don't get someone fishing or otherwise screwing up our day. Let's head down to the Plains of Eidolon. It's becoming night soon, but that is fine. It's not night yet. Maximum rigged. Bad day to be a Tuscaneer. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hello, Oxbarry. How are you doing today? Welcome in. So, kill 6 unalerted Tusk ballistas with a headshot without raising alarms. Cool. Land 6 consecutive headshots while in Arcwing on the Plains of Eidolon. Cool. And then... oh, it's just those two because the other one is virtually identical, isn't it? You see, this gives me invisibility for a decent duration. So I can just fly in with them completely unaware when I do that. It's so dirty. It's so dirty, but it works. And I just re-up the invisibility. Where's the next sniper's nest? I forget the locations of all of them, to be honest with you. I'm just going to try and feel my way around. Which locations? Oh, there's one over here. I know that. I'm just hoping that I do not run out of viz. I can feel the time is close on it. God, that was very close. Three down, 3 to go. The amount of cheese? Oh yeah. When you play this game long enough, you learn all the different bits of cheeses. You learn them all. Here we go. Oh, we got a double spawn. Nice. Nice! One more to go. I think there was one around the back of here. Ooh. No? No, am I misremembering? I might be misremembering. Here we go, there's one. And that's it, job done. 1, 2, and show me the third one. Not the third one? Did I not? Yeah, it just didn't want to show me. Okay, we're good. So that was easy, chat. That was pretty damn easy. You get to people like, oh, how am I going to do this ribbon? How am I going to do that ribbon? Oh no, how? What? Cheese it. Get good. So yeah, that worked. Oxbay saying you can use Nell, put lots of fire rate, then go to Steel Path Plains. You can just headshot one enemy and get the challenge done. Not if you need to kill unalerted ballistas, but I get what you're referring to on the others. Alright, what we got? What we got? What we got? What we got? Whilst it lags to think about it. Proboscis, Cernos, Twin Comac, and Cero. The fuck's the Cero? The Proboscis Cernos? That's a neat one. Twin Comac, I mean, I have a good Comac rim, but yeah. What is a Cero? I genuinely don't know what a Cero is. Hold up, hold. Let me close off these tabs, don't need these tabs. Message clan, whatever. Cero. What is a Cero? Mastery 6, I've mastered it. Hell is this? Developed as an energy sword to scrap obsolete ships, this tool was quickly banned when rebels in a settled region discovered it also made an excellent weapon. Most tools make an excellent weapon. I mean, those stats are horrifying. 8% crit, 1.5 times crit multiplier. Combo / electric status weapon. Range 3 though. But yeah, I can see why that's quite forgettable. Now I have a ribbon for it. You got the twin comac from the sortie. Yeah, I apparently have not just good luck, but also the innate ability to just keep things on theme. Yeah, that's a thing. So the Sarah Ribbon is probably going to be just trash. Let's be realistic now. That one... Where'd it go? No, it's all by duplicates. It's all by recent. Yeah, that one is pretty much just chuck in the bin. Goodness, but I mean... Yeah, but... Chuck in the bin. Check the mark. I don't need to check the mark on that one. I don't need to check the mark on that one. Twin Comac. I mean, it's a Twin Comac. It's an upgrade from my Comac, but at the same time, for those of you who don't know, I already have a normal Comac Ribbon, which goes on just a normal Comac, not the Twin Comac. And this one's a little bit pog. Plus 91% fire rate, plus 296% damage, plus 161% multi-shots. I'm kind of okay with that, you know? The minus damage to Grenadier does hurt it a bit, but mostly, like... And I got this before the Steel Path was released. So I got this before there were galvanized mods. I got this before there were those plus 360% arcanes, which have made this worth less. So pre that, this had better than Hornet Strike, better than the attack speed one, better than the multi-shot mod, all in one. Which is a little bit ridiculous to grab. And it is why the Comac is one of my most used weapons. Because I had that ribbon for a very long time. Mr. Gunn said, question, I remember seeing one of your videos detailing how an Archon Shard can replace Arcane Energize. Which was it? That's the Amber one you're thinking of. One of the Amber Shard options is to give you more energy on pickup. So yeah, the Comac is still my most used secondary because of that ribbon. It's not quite a god roll, Jokodika, because it's got negative damage to Grenadier. It's a good roll, but not a god one. Not quite a god one. But it is good. Alright then. Demigod. Demigod roll. It's still good, yeah. It's still good. Alrighty then. Let's grab the next set of ribbons. That was really quick to open those first three. I did not expect it to be that easy. Let's see. We have got kill 32 enemies with headshots without taking damage. Yeah, that's doable. That's plenty doable. Over on Miss Secondary here, we're going to go for the pistol ribbon, because screw kick and stuff. And that is kill 30 enemies with headshots without raising any alarms. I'm seeing a pattern, chat. I'm seeing a pattern again. Zombie need minus 100% because it's multiplicative. Okay. Now come on. Melee Riven. Will there ever be a relic cracking stream? We've done a few, Dietype. We've done quite a few. Melee Riven. Headshots? Get 3 headshot kills in a single aim line. You see me do this live! How? How is it doing this? Alright then. I should go buy a lottery ticket. I actually already have a lottery ticket, but it won me nothing yesterday. Well... Alright, okay. You see, chat, opening ribbons is really easy. Step 1, be me. Can't believe you use your connection to DE to rig your ribbons. I know, such a waste. I really should have just got them to give me Excalibur Prime or something. That'd be smart. Good lord. Okay. Well then, yeah, let's get to work, shall we? Let's get to work. This is an Avara one. This is most certainly an Avara one. Headshots, kill with headshots without raising alarms, easy to do. This one, kill without taking damage, yep, easy to do. And then there's just this one, which was 3 headshot kills in a single aim glide. That's going to be the most interesting one. That's going to be the most interesting one. So I'd want to have a plenty amount of aim glide on this. So, yeah, I could just do that. Easy. Actually, even better. Who needs Constitution? I don't. There we go. Or Zephyr. No, I need to not raise alarms or take damage at all, Garacop. So being completely unseen is what's going to land this for me. Maybe an Archiplasma for the headshots? No, I can at least put in a little bit of effort. Oh dear. This is ridiculous. I've never seen it this stupid. Anyway. Watch me screw this up now. Let's see. Where... We're going to take this one. I mean... If I just go to Sedna for Adaro, that should do us fine, shouldn't it? That should make short work of this. That doesn't have... No, it doesn't have electric traps, so that'll be fine. Adaro. Opening these ribbon challenges must be a breeze. I mean, you know, it's just a practical problem to be solved. Capture? That would set off alarms or alerts. Okay, so... The main thing is, I've got to make sure they don't set off the alarms. That was not what I wanted to do. I wanted to switch it around. Okay, let's start by getting this. Ah! Okay, I forgot about the whole gravity aspect. Forgot about the whole... I will still drift down over time. So I might not get this in one as a result. Yeah, let's get some ones I can easily get some headshots on. Nice group of them. Whilst I'm here, I might as well just get rid of these once they stop being around. Ooh, killing that duration is definitely making this more problematic, actually. He's a soft alert. Right, do it in the void. Nullifiers. Nullifiers, toxin damage, dimensions and whatnot. Okay, I'm gonna wait for these guys to wake up. There we go. Re-sleep them. Reload the gun. Oh, balls. Yeah, no. That aim glide one, I need to get some a better setup for that. So I'll find a spot. I'll find a spot. Navigator is your friend. And the only thing I have for that would be the glaive, and that I've got punch through disabled, so that wouldn't work. No. I suppose I could use the bow. Yeah, I've got the built-in bow. That might... I should have thought about the gravity aspect. I should have thought about that. That's on me. It's not the duration, it's the fact that I'm drifting downwards, because aim glide doesn't make you float. It makes you just drift. I don't have concentrated arrow on this. No, this is my infiltrate build. Yeah, okay. Excellent. Let's get everyone else to sleep first. And shut you up good. Yeah, their heads would be together, wouldn't it? Okay, actually, if they come over here, they will just wander in this direction a bit. I can get a bit of height here. This might work out for me. Haven't got their heads in good positions, actually. But we can try this. Ah! No. The no gravity... Or the gravity still affecting me is ruining this one. The aim glide one, I'm gonna have to rethink that. I'm just gonna shoot him in the arse. That should be good. The main thing is I'm falling. Oh, these helmets. These helmets are a pain. Okay, let's try the noise arrow. So, a couple people are suggesting it. Let's try the noise arrow. Oh, I wall latched. Son of a... I accidentally wall latched. Yeah, I know there's a gravity reduction mod. I know, that's what I'm saying. It's why I didn't think about it. And I'm chastising myself for that because I know there is a solution I can do. Helps you have more vertical velocity. Well, aim glide cancels any velocity that is upwards. If I jump upwards, it instantly drops it. So that doesn't work. Always try bullet jumping in the air with a grenade close by and ruin my stealth and risk having the alarm set off. That doesn't sound good. Now I'll just get the anti-grav mod in a moment. That'll be fine. I just need the anti-grav mod, that's all. There we go, that's done. The other one should also be done. Yeah, so it's just 3 headshots in a single aim glide. I can keep trying as I go through. I will keep trying as I go through. Let's okay, I did not mean to jump all the way over there, but sure. No! The first one wasn't a headshot. First one wasn't a headshot. So close. Will the Arc-Xmas come and have a look? Nope, these guys will. That'll do. Now let's bring them over here. That's it, good boys. Come on. And now over here. Very good. Now you keep paying attention to that spot there, whilst I do absolutely nothing over here that you need to worry yourselves about. Oh, shit. Screw you. Xmas severe buds in. Yeah, something like that. Now, I didn't want to get them to sleep because then their heads go down and then they've got the armor in the back that blocks the headshot. And that's no bueno. Don't even need to be going for these headshots now, but whatever. Headshot kills or just headshot? Headshot kills, Nightmare. Headshot kills. Hey, everyone, come on over here. Come over here. That's it, come on. Oh, we got a whole group of them. Oh, and you as well. Nice. Now over here. Lovely. And right there. Oh, that's perfect. Working it. Now, don't mind me. I just need to... Oh, for God's sake. Try it over here. Just need to... Give me a moment. Wait. No, I need the anti-gravity. Sleep is going to make them put their heads down. How many times do I have to keep saying this to people? Sleep makes them put their heads down. And then getting the headshots from a suitable position at that point is just an absolute pain in the ass. It's because I've not got the anti-gravity on, so I forgot to do the anti-gravity bit. Oh, so close. Zephyr's Tailwind. Does this look like Zephyr to you, Fork? Does this look like Zephyr? If it's not a solution that can be done right now, it doesn't matter, because I'll just get the mod in a sec. I'll do it in time. Hey, there, was wondering what's the best way to level up Arcwing. Use your Arcwing for stuff. To be less facetious about that, take your Arcwing onto the open world Steel Path on a mission if you can, because there's going to be lots of enemies there. If you've got enough damage to kill them, then Bob's your uncle. Job's good. Otherwise, Steel Path Interception. If you don't have access to Steel Path, then just do the normal not the Interception, Mobile Defense. Steel Path, Arcwing Mobile Defense, or normal Arcwing Mobile Defense with some people to increase the enemy spawns. But just having your Arcwing equipped and in use when you get kills is basically it. Try the Pluto open maps. If I don't do it in this mission right here, I just go get the anti-gravity mod and then it's fine. The only problem with this whole aim glide thing is I forgot how quickly I drift downwards due to aim glide. That's all I forgot. If it weren't for that, I could have done all 3 in the same mission, just like with the previous set of 3 ribbons. But I forgot that one teeny tiny little aspect. I'm aware as to how to kill things whilst aim gliding otherwise. It ain't the first time I've done a ribbon, that's for sure. Just gonna kill these ones all out of spite now. They're too spread out for me to try caring. We can try the 4, because it's not been working elsewise, so we can try the 4, see if I can get a nice spread. Nothing else has worked, so might as well. Let's make a noise here. Let's see. Oh, there's only 2 of them. I thought it was more. Never mind. And that is a couple dog. That's also not helpful. Alright, come on. Let's get a few here together. You just... That guy just does not give a damn. Most of them are not giving a damn. Yo. What is this? I want you all to stop and pay attention to the sound. There we go. Okay. I don't think this is going to work, but I'm going to try.
Many things have
That was not what I was going for. That was not what I was going for. Also, that draw time is absolutely terrible on this build. Good lord. Alright, I'm just finishing this mission and going around again. Screw you and screw you. And you. Laura's proud of me. Laura should be proud of me. I managed to do exactly what she wanted entirely by accident. How could she not be proud of me for that? Alright, you lot are going to play Bonnie. Should have returned right then. I start the draw now. Can I then aim glide it? Nah. I'm not pulling that off, am I? No, I'm going to give up on that. I'm giving up on that for now. Quickshot Artemis is horizontal. Quickshot Artemis is vertical. That's the whole point. You have to draw it to make it horizontal. You see that? Vertical. You have to draw it to change the angle. And this is set up wrong. Because it's not designed to be a bow build. So I'm just gonna finish the mission and then I'll go get the anti-grav mod. Easy peasy. Or just whatever I need at that point. I mean, Zephyr just counts as a free aim line too, so there's that. Just this originally needed to be done with no damage and no alarms. Thank God I got a golden blueprint. I know, right? Rarest weapon in the game right there. I should be over the moon about it. I don't know if it's tied to strength or what, but the build's not set up for the draw, basically. Does Dashwire count as a free aim glide? I highly doubt it, but you know what? Well, okay, that was not what I intended. Let's try. If I aim, so I'm meeting the other criteria of aim glide. Yeah, no, it's not popping up. Doesn't count. Where are they all going? Ah! I don't know why I'm still trying. I don't know why I'm still trying. I've already given up. Okay. There's no way I'm going to pull this off, but let's try. Oh, I hit the railing! No, don't fall in. Ah! Wouldn't it be easy with Harris first? It would be easy with a bajillion different things, Rippos. Trust me. I am very, very aware of how much easier... we're getting loads of people joining in who haven't been here since the start of the mission. I'm just going to finish this so I can stop being told how I can do this easier. Because you're about number 50 on the list of people telling me a different way they can think of. And congratulations, you do know a different way it could be done. I also know different ways it could be done. What you don't know is the other 2 ribbons I was doing simultaneously. Welcome into the stream, by the way. You missed the first hour. Manic episode. If you want a depressive episode, I could time you out. Alright. Raffle ends at the end of stream. It does indeed. Tetra Statical. Well, no one needs that. Tetra, that'll go on the Tenet Tetra, so there's that. Hello, Kanak, how you doing? Yeah. Ribbon for the Tenet Tetra. It's an option. Alright, let's replace the ribbons I've opened and then focus onto the others. What's the raffle for? Exclamation mark raffle. Alright, what we got into you? Get the killing blow on 3 sentience while sliding. Easy enough to do. And on you, we have got... Complete an extermination mission with level 30 or higher enemies without being detected with an extinguished dragon key equipped. Let's see. Does it make any difference what disposition a weapon has when unveiling a ribbon? No. Okay. I want to do these all in one mission. So, extermination mission with level 30 or higher enemies without being detected. 3 headshot kills, a single aim glide. Those 2 can work together, but it's this one here. Get the killing blow on 3 sentience while sliding. No, I don't think it's possible, is it? I don't think I can do all of these in the same mission, can I? So I was thinking the Lure Exterminate Paraprox. I was thinking it, but if I recall correctly, it only spawns in 2 sentience. Jupiter Labs? Ooh, there is the Jupiter Labs. You're right, yes. Yes! Ronald! Because Jupiter Labs will spawn in 2 per lab, and if I find 2 labs, that is all of them. The only problem is make sure I get the slide kills, which could be fun. But this could do it. This could do it. Is it 1 set? Is it 1? Oh, I thought it was 2. Oh. Level 30? Ah. Ooh. Yeah. Ah. Level 30. Damn. Sevenmond, stop trying to make it easy. We're trying to cheese it, not make it easy. Okay. Yeah, Jupiter rules that out. Level rules it out. But we got the Exterminate. 25 to 30. That doesn't even count, does it? No. That doesn't even count. Steel Path? Oh, yeah. Oh. But then getting a slide kill on a sentient on the Steel Path? That could be a bit funky. That could be a bit funky right there. With the Extinguished Key too. Yeah, Extinguished Key, Sentient, Steel Path, Slide Kill. By Nairo with Caustic, it maybe will work. Maybe. What I'm thinking here is that what I can do is hit it with a slash proc. All I gotta do, hit it with a slash proc, and then just slide whilst it dies. That's all I have to do there. Because I just need to be sliding whilst it dies. It doesn't say slide kill, it says kill while sliding. Are there sentients on Uranus? Not ones you can kill, no. Yeah, get the killing blow on 3 sentients while sliding. I should be able to do this. So let's change up Avara here. I'll ditch the Infiltrate instead, after all. So we keep the Constitution for the extra duration. But that said, actually, no, I'm still ditching that because I need the Gravity one. And there's just no getting around that. I just need that for this to work out. New Survival on Lure. Problem with that, Minprim, the problem with the new Survival on Lure is that it's not an Exterminate mission. So that rules out this particular one. Could save it later, get 3 kills Archon Hunt mission. No. See, you're trying to be cheap, not cheesy. I'm not intending to make it where these rivens, I'll just find the easiest way to open them up, period. I've got 3 of them, and I'm going to get the kills together. How will Avara do the slide? Like any other Warframe. I'll lose my invisibility, but that's fine. Because I will still survive by the power of being good. Probably. Now I've said it, I'm going to die. But, you know, I'll try. I'm not trying to make this easy. I'm trying to cheat it together. Railjack Exterminate? Railjack Exterminate is a Railjack mission, not Exterminate mission. You can prove that by trying to do the survival missions for Nora Knight's challenges, when she says to do a survival mission to such and such, or a defense mission, and the Railjack ones don't count. So, I'm not going to gamble on it for a Riven mod. So yeah. I really looked at Riven challenges and decided they were too easy. Yes, I did, Ladybug. Yes, I did. Especially when I got 3 of them, which were almost exactly the same challenge. I got Headshot the Kuba Ballistas, but don't be spotted. Headshot the Kuba Ballistas, but don't take damage. And then get 6 consecutive headshots. It was basically the same challenge, so I'm going to put in some extra effort. Zom, cheers. So yeah, it looks like the only way I'm going to get the killing blow on sentience while sliding, so to have sentient kills basically, 3 of them, whilst also doing Exterminate of level 30 or higher, without being detected. So I can't just let my invis break, I have to be undetected. I can't do that with Avara then. This is going to be a Loki job. Yeah, this is going to be a Loki job. What's the best Kavat to get? It's Meat Kavat. Or if you can, go to the Vault Profilers, which are basically Kavats but infested, and then you got the Panzer Vault Profiler. Yeah, this has to be a Loki job. Let me fix my Avara build before I go, because otherwise I will forget and look like an idiot later. Let's do the... Ooh, Constitution. There we go. And now... detected means alarms? No, detected means detected. Not setting off the alarms, or without alarms, that's alarms. Very different thing, Chocodika. Detected is detected. Use Octavia? Octavia could work. But I'm going to go for Loki just for sheer simplicity of the invis, so I can focus on everything else. Use disintegration weapons? No, I don't need to worry about the enemies getting soft alerted. I need to physically not be... Chocodika, just watch the stream, you'll see what happens. It's going to be easier that way for you, Choc. Alright, so... I'm going to have the invis, so that's going to be plenty of time on that side. I don't need to have the bullet jump, so I can switch that out for the aim glide stuff. Proton Pulse, wall dashing grants bullet jump speed. I don't even remember having that on Loki, so let's get rid of that and give myself the aim glide duration. There we go. Loki actually has a use? Yeah, Loki has a use. I saw an interesting Reddit post actually today about Loki, suggesting some changes which still kept the theme of each of his individual abilities, but did have a significant improvement to them. So, yeah. I won't go through the whole details on that. We're not focused on Reddit posts today. In fact, are we ever focused on Reddit posts? But if you want to have a look at that, someone did put together some very interesting ideas on Reddit about Loki. So Credit to them. Loki should go to frame glide headshots? Yeah. Yeah, it's understandable. So, kill blows while sliding on the sentients. Easy enough to do. Exterminate, don't get detected. Extinguish dragon key. Let's do the dragon key now. There we go. Oops. And 3 headshot kills, single aim glide. I might as well swap out infested mobility for Harrow's condemn whilst we're at it. I think you have to actually message the person, Paraprox, like open up a whisper message separately rather than use a chat command. Maybe that'll work. Yeah, /W comes up with nothing for me on Twitch, so probably not the way you were suggesting. Alright, Yeet Loki, it's about time. We need you for something actual. The set challenges seems to be a handful. Well, that's how we make it interesting, isn't it, Sarnage? We've already had the streamer look extraordinaire, so now we're doing it interestingly. Loki with that Invig. Oh, did he have an Invig? What's the Invig? What was the Invig? I mean, ability efficiency could actually come in handy. The secondary crit chance, not so much. Did I subsume away decoy? Of course I did. But ability efficiency, that could come in quite handy right now. Yeah, let's do that. We need some more pheromones, so let's just get that. Let's just feed them the whole lot. There we go. Let's use... What do I not normally feed them? Yeah, have some Teeper nodules. Give you a bit of variety in your diet. Let's hurt some people. Enchanted Lanthorns. There we go. I woke up and chose violence today, chat. Lure Thraxplasm? I'm not that violent. Or am I? There we go, there we go. And... nav coordinates. There we are. Yep, Enchanted Lanthorns, Lure Thraxplasm. That seems fine to me. Done. Oh, forgot to do the invigoration. My bad. What even was Yeet Loki? Yeet Loki is just loads of parkour velocity. Just loads of it. Because it also gave a reason to have strength on Loki. Oh, I've hurt so many people with that one. I'm literally watching the view count go down. Oh dear. I'll take it. It was worth it. 100%. 100% worth it. Alright then. So, with that efficiency, we don't need Streamline on here. There we are. I can get myself some duration elsewhere. That'll come in quite handy. Narrow-minded, rolling guard. There we go. That's beautiful. Although that does kill the range on this. Ooh, 6 meters. That's a poor choice. Let's not hurt that quite so much. 11 meters. That should be okay. Should be okay. Let's do it. What's an nav coordinates used for anyway? Basically nothing. They used to be used for building the keys to go to the Orokin Derelict, which is that thing, that splodge of a thing right there you can see next to 3 planets. But that got removed in favour of Deimos, and so nav coordinates then have almost no use. You can sell them for credits out your inventory. There are a couple things here or there that still require them to build. Normal nav coordinates alongside the Mutalist one for that one, but that's about it. That's about it. Your friend was trying to get 3 neural sensors yesterday. I just threw some of those in. Yeah, just chuck in the resources. Why not? If there was a former option, I probably would have picked that. There we go. Oh, I've hurt so many people. All in the name of a fun stream, eh, chap? All in the name of a fun stream. I can't remember if I've screwed up any of my builds along the way. Let me just check that as well. Let's see. This is radiation. Radiation should do fine for the majority of cases. However, what I'm going to do is actually swap off the observe. And if I go for... but I do like this. What's the type I got on you? Heat. Oh, good. No. I was thinking that. I don't have knockdown resistance, do I, on this build? Do I have knockdown resistance? Oh, I do. Oh, never mind then. I was worried over nothing. Never mind. Let's go for this. Toxin. That means I can drop you for... Oh, balls can't. I've got a ribbon on here. Drop the ribbon for the challenge. There we go. Reason being is now I've got pure toxin damage, which is very good against the Corpus. No shot would have had a former. Korokop, let's put it this way. If I felt like it would be beneficial to the stream, I would take one of these and chuck them in there. Just to mess with you. If I felt like it would be worthwhile, I would have gone and done that, yeah. You have no control over my whims. No? Raiders. I've done worse things with an Umbral Former. That'd be nothing. Would I do a stance or a Former? Again, if it was possible, it would be in there in the considerations. Alright. Oh, if only that was slightly higher level. Oh, come on. I just need the guarantee of it being 30. Have 18 is insane. Yeah, it is a bit insane, isn't it? 7-1. And that's after the ones I've used. Who hurt me? Well, the Urani cult. They're a good place to start for the list of people who hurt me. How many Umbral Formers does Urani have? 3. Yep. Where is Snake? If you're meaning Lavos, not suitable for this. Okay, so I need to really not screw this up with all that planning and prep. Oh, that toxin is so useful. That toxin is so good. Yeah, I'm keeping a very close eye on my invis timer here. Because I absolutely do not... Okay, there's an alarm, but I've not been detected. It's fine. What are they shooting at? There's nothing to shoot at. I'm invisible. Widows. Okay, all these mowers are a pain to headshot. I didn't just get... No, I didn't get detected there. It's fine. All these mowers are a pain to headshot. Oh, God. No. There we go. Okay. Wait for the invis. Ah, it's not enough damage! No! One, two, three! There we go. Okay. Whew! Oh, Extinguished Dragon Key, how dare you. Okay, 1 challenge down, 2 to go. So I need to not get detected. That is crucial. We can see I've not been detected so far. The alarms have gone off, but I have not been detected. Well, that is 1 cooked mower. Did not intend for that to happen, but I'll take it. Invis up. Man, poor guy. He thought he had everything under control. He did not have everything under control. Okay, this is one of the rooms which I... Oh, God. Gas. Ugh. This is one of the rooms which I think... Oh, wait, no, this is not one of the ones which has the challenge in. Never mind. Ugh, just about yeeting up. Just about. I really do hope I get enough sentience. Oh, good. I really, really hope I get enough sentience in one go. Oh, that guy's taking no damage. Extinguish Dragon Key, why? Why? There we go. God blimey. Yes, there's nothing I need here. Oh. That was the arcane consequence. Go in this. There we are. Oh god, I forgot about acolytes. Ah! Chat! You've doomed me! It's violence! No! No, 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 no. He's going to dispel my invisibility. That is completely unfair. That is completely unfair. After all of this. All of this! Where is he? There he is. Okay, Radproc. Get them fighting him. This is completely unfair. Why? After all this? And I can't go operator because then I get detected. I hope he didn't see me. I'm going to run out of ammo. I'm going to run out of ammo just trying to take him down here. What? Why was he invulnerable for a second? What's he doing? Gotta go faster with your second one. Oh, don't be visible, don't be visible. Okay, I need to get closer because I need to use my Spore later, or Glade. I'm going to use Loki's passive like no one has ever done before. No! You son of a bitch. He teleported me to him. You act... I hate this guy so much. I hate this guy so much. And I bleed out. So much! Of all the ones! Oh, well that just one-shot me. Never mind. I'm done with this challenge. It's failed. It's over already. I'm not continuing, considering just how screwed that went. Violence is exactly what I want to enact on that right now. At least we got one riven. What was it? It was... What even is that? For a stick. We got a riven for a stick. Excellent. That was worth my pain and misery right there. Riven for a goddamn stick. Okay. Alright, which of the weapons was that on? So still need to get the killing blow on sentience while sliding. Still need to do the exterminate with the extinguished dragon keys. We haven't actually got out of any of that challenge. The only thing we've sorted is the aim glide stuff. Solo inter... Oh, I literally can't do this at the same time now. I literally cannot do these at the same time because they're asking for different missions. Alright, well... It was fun whilst I could. But now I might as well just cheese these three out and get on to other ones. Or plop on another one? I suppose. I could do that. You know what? I open it to you, chat. You've seen the ridiculousness of the challenge that is placed before us. So I open it to you. What do? I'm going to make a quick poll on this one. Try another 3 riven combo, or cheese 1 by 1. There's your poll. There's your poll. Give you guys a minute on that. Try another 3 riven combo, or just cheese them 1 by 1. Yeah, son, it's complete opposite here, unfortunately. Complete opposite. I'll give you guys a moment to decide on that one. We're going to go for try and get a 3 in 1 to happen. Bear in mind that the current 2 that we have, these absolute monsters, killing blow on 3 sentience while sliding, and I have to have An extermination mission with level 30 or higher enemies without being detected with an extinguished dragon key equipped, which is honestly right the way out there, straight off the bat. Can interception turn into exterminate? It cannot. That would be an endless mission turning into a non-endless. No one says I can't swap the gun ones too. I mean, I could swap the gun ones, but that just feels like trying to massage the results to what I want. Alright, try another 3-rim combo. Let's think through the first two a little bit more smartly. What can I do to get around this so far? Because there's the killing of the sentients, which only thing I can think of is Jupiter. Yeah, is the Jupiter process. But then there's a whole not getting detected bit. That is just... oh. Because that removes the ability to use Operator. Archon Hunt, it's not exterminate. Nope, Bible Defense and Excavation, not exterminate. So that rules out that one, Daitai. Was doing that entire thing without getting detected. So that's out of the option. It's just Jupiter, isn't it? Okay, so I'll have slab straight away. I can try and pull it off, but it's going to be an absolute pain. It's going to be an absolute pain. Alright, let's see. What do I get on the glaive then? As an alternative to this one, because this one is a no-go. Try again. What else we got here? Synthesize a Samara's target. Okay, that's not happening. Try again. Kill 34 enemies with finishers without getting affected by a status effect. I don't think that is possible with my current setup. Varuna, but I have to be undetected, Daitai. All of you giving an answer right now, stop. Oh my god, how many times is this going to happen? Just because you've entered into a stream and seen 30 seconds or 5 seconds doesn't mean you know everything that's going on. Holy hell. There are multiple rivens in play here. Get the killing blow on 3 sentients while sliding, and also, much more importantly, complete an exterminate mission with level 30 or higher enemies without being detected. With an extinguished dragon key equipped. I understand that a lot of you are very interested in telling me how you know how to play the game. By the way, I probably know more than you. But wow. Jesus. Do it one by one? Sorry, Postulate, people voted elsewise. Whew. This is almost undoable, if not impossible. It's really up there, isn't it? It's really up there. I'm gonna try. So, bearing this all in mind, what I can do, because I no longer need the aim glide, I can switch off of Loki, go back to Ivara. We'll go back to Ivara. So that'll give me the invisibility. It gives me the ability to wreck some enemies, what's it? Ability to detect anything because they're asleep. So that should help me out. You can't side with Ivara. If I put them all to sleep first, blowing thoughts, I can. If I put them all to sleep first, that should allow me to do it, right? Can I put sentients to sleep? Should be able to. I don't see why I shouldn't. They're not crowd control immune, are they? No, I should be able to put them to sleep. Sleep hour breaks on certain threshold? Yeah, no, that's a good point. Yeah, if they're dying to the slash proc, I then can't do this slide continuously. Ah, yeah, no, you're right. This is still with Dragon Key, yes, Ladybug. Combine them with Magus Lockdown? That's a point, yeah. Ooh. Can I bind them if I put them to sleep? Because some crowd controls block others. Because I need them to be asleep first so I can go into Operator safely. Then Operator uses Lockdown to keep them down, if that's how it works, to then allow me to switch back to Avara and continue slide. That's a lot of effort for just using Avara when... No, I do need to stick to Loki, don't I? Ah, whatever. I do need to stick to Loki. Okay, never mind. So we'll take off that stuff, at least with Loki, I do have more strength available to me, so there is that side of stuff. So what I can do is I can swap out Condemn for an armor strip. Because I still need to have them... no, I don't need an armor strip. I should be using Glaive. I don't need an armor strip. Yeah, Glaive Slash will go straight through them. I don't need an armor strip. Yeah, I should probably have a damage buff. Eclipse, I really don't like the way that can screw me over. I don't know if Eclipse would be the right pick, but... Raw. Raw's probably going to be the right one, because I need the slash procs to kill the sentience. Yeah. Nourish, it would improve my energy gain, but I don't know if it's going to be worth it overall. Zarta's void damage. I mean, the slash proc should just bypass the resistances anyway, so that's not the problem. Is there a reason for not using Octavia? Being able to refresh Invis without it dropping? I could use Octavia. No, I'm doing this solo. Just as a matter of course, I'm doing this solo. Having another person join would be a cop-out. Yeah, I could go for Octavia. Let's take us through. Benefits, drawbacks, yada yada. Octavia becomes a built-in damage boost. I need your invis refreshed. Yeah, the damage boost sells it to me. Amp can make or break the difference here. Let's focus on Octavia approach. As much as I did just get the invigoration for Loki, that's on it. Octavia. What shard do I have on Octavia? A little bit of health regen. That could come in handy. Right then, Octavia. Let's go for Endless Beat. Yep. Although that efficiency could hurt. What about... What is that build? Why the... What the f... is that build? Never mind. Okay. Let's go to Warband. I'm going to take off Warcry. I don't need Warcry right now. Does Mallet count as being detected? It's not me being detected, so I'd assume no. Can Mallet kill sentience while sliding Viz? It could do. Yeah, let's take off Warcry. Let's bring back the Mallet. Let's roll with that. Because that could also give me a way to deal with the Acolyte that spawns. If they just well onto that, I'm laughing. So, Warcry. Remove the Invigoration. Or Infusion even. There we go. That should do the trick. Don't slide into the door frame. This is proving far more challenging than I had ever intended, but there we go. We did get quite a stonker at the start, so I had to pay it back to the game. Do I want any of this? I do not want any of that. I would like to have more range, though, because that's currently absolute trash tier. So that is... It's still below the default, but it's more workable. So that should do us fine there. Duration of 306%, we're absolutely laughing, you know? 45-second invis, that should be fine. We got a bit of corrosive projection as well, that can help us out, so that should be fine. Rubico, I'm going to switch this over to corrosive. I know that corrosive is not good against the Corpus, but it is good against the Acolytes. So I'm going to switch this over to corrosive for that reason. Amp already doubles the melee range. Yeah, I'm having the full amount to make sure it fully works. It also improves the range of actually having amp, you know. Infusion is the ability to put other Warframes abilities onto other Warframes. It's only one ability per frame that can be transferred. So Octavia gives, for example, her second ability, I want to say. Yeah, her second ability is available to other Warframes. You don't get to pick which one's available, but you do get to pick which ability you just take out. So, like, for example, I could take Rhino's Roar and put it into any of these four. Actually, I think Rhino. Bad example. I could take, for example, Loki's Decoy and replace any one of these four with Loki's Decoy. And then there are a few other abilities which are just from the helmet system, so there's a few brand new abilities, not on any Warframe, you can also use instead. So there's one, I could replace Amp with the ability to auto-hack the next console I touch. That's an ability you can get. Alright, let's make sure, once again, we're meeting all the conditions. So, kill enemies... kill enemies with finishes. Is this glaive going to kill enemies with finishes? I don't... That's a problem. Is that glaive going to be able to kill enemies with finishes? I don't think it is. Not a corpus. The only way to know for certain is to give it a try, but... Let's see, I'm not going to use Resonate. I could put on something there to help me out with the finisher damage. I could go for Savage Silence. Chat. I have an idea. Yeah. I can swap around that. I can put the Augment for Silence there. I can Savage Silence it. First of all, it gives me protection against the Acolyte's abilities. And secondly, that will improve my finisher damage. There we go. Where there's a will, there's a way, chat, and I have a way. There we go. So we're replacing Resonator on... Oh, are we on, we're on build A, aren't we? Yeah. Placing Resonator on A. Silence plus Amp. This could get crazy, yeah. The set of challenges is nasty. Yeah. Because I've got the Extinguished Key as well, reducing my damage, so I really need to go all in. And before Bug just ruins the run. I mean, it could happen. It is Bug Frame. I mean, I'm hoping I have the Augment. I do. Whew. I'd be concerned for a second there. Apparently I've never used it before, but, you know, there we go. Alright then. Silence and Amp together is what you call Tinnitus. This is the Tinnitus build, yep. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What have I got myself into? We got Corrosive, Toxin, and just Glaive, because Glaive, it's powerful. It's Glaive. So that should do us good there. I can slide as Octavia, I've got my Invis, so that's all going to be fine, so I don't need to think about Operator whatsoever. That's all okay. Because I'm not using Operator at all, I might as well pick up Xeneric for the extra energy pickups. That'll just help me out there. Even if I'm out of sight, I can even use it to give myself more energy. So that is good. The Zagara's Gift has infinite ammo, so that side is fine too. Alright, let's do this. Okay. Let's do this. Loud and silencing. Yeah. Amplified silence. Yeah. It doesn't have to make sense, it just has to work. I mean, deafening silence is a phrase. So, you know, we're basically just going Shakespeare on their ass. Which is another thing you never expected to hear in Warframe. Alright. Let's see if I can even do this.
My intel suggests there are rich enemy supply
Silence.
in the area, but I am unable to pinpoint their exact location.
Oh my god, that damage is terrible.
Willing to shoulder the added risk.
That damage is terrible! Okay, we'll add the amp to it. These guys are aware now, so I need to get out of range and back into range. Reprog the silence on them. Oh god, that's horrible, that's horrible. Come on. Come on. No! Well, I took down his shields, so now that'll count. Wrong one. Oh, balls. The sun ran out. And I don't have energy. I don't have energy. I have energy. There we are. Okay, one down. One down. With amp and glaive and everything all at once. With the silence bonus. I can just about do it. If I just do enough damage to break the shields. Silence run out. Oh, I'm not breaking the shields. I need someone weaker. Are you weaker? Oh. Was that a tech I was fighting earlier? That was probably a tech I was fighting earlier. Or Vapos Elite Crewman, I don't know. I need more energy. Let me go upstairs a sec. Oh, okay. Let's try this again, shall we? Oh, I became visible at just the wrong time. Oh, I had a poor heart attack there. 3 finishes. How many finishes do I need? Yeah, those guys have got too much shields. I just can't do that to them. Without getting... Self-knockback is a status effect. No. No. How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? Alright, stun you. That's not happening. Okay. This isn't gonna work. This is absolutely not gonna work. Can I break your shields without breaking you? I don't think I can. Oops, shit. Okay, well, there we go. Glaive not the weapon to use? Yeah, maybe not, but, you know, the options weren't exactly swimming, were they? Really? 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 Really now? Are you... How do they even know to shoot there? How do they even know to shoot right here? I quit. I quit. This is impossible, chat. I'm sorry, this is literally the only mission to even try it on. Why do it on Steel Path? Welcome to the stream. You weren't here 5 minutes ago. It's not possible. Everything is conspiring against me. Actually, everything conspiring against me on that one. This setup is just not possible, chat. So, for those of you who have recently arrived and have no idea what's going on, I was trying to do 3 rivens simultaneously. Chat voted on it. The rivens were to get the killing blow on 3 sentients while sliding, so I needed a mission with sentience in it. Bear that in mind already. There are not that many missions with sentience in. That's one of them. The second, this absolute killer, complete an exterminate mission with level 30 or higher enemies. So it needs to be exterminate. It needs to be over level 30. Without being detected, so I need to use a stealth frame. With an extinguished dragon key equipped. So, most missions on the star chart are not over level 30. So I had to find one which was exterminate and had sentience, and of those, there are only 2 which end up over level 30. That is the Steel Path one on Jupiter, and the Steel Path one on Lua. The Jupiter one seemed like the better choice at that point. Would the Rakta Dark Dagger work any better than the Glaive? It's a dagger. It's more to the point that the Glaive was still set up to deal a hell of a lot of damage, because I still needed to kill a sentient while sliding. And so the Glaive was there to hit it with a hard enough slash proc that I can slide around whilst the slash proc kills it. Because otherwise I'm not going to successfully kill it without it screwing up me. And then there was the fact that I needed to kill enemies with finishers without getting afflicted by a status effect. Not just kill them with finishers without getting a status effect, which includes self-stagger. Yeah. It failed. Red Kanji, thank you very much for subscribing with your Prime for 3 months now. Really do appreciate it, my dude. I've just run out of tea there, so I'm going to cheers you that with water. Thanks, my dude. Enjoy your lovely silver badge. Alright, I'm switching to 1v1ing these. 1v1, 1x1ing even. 1v1ing. I'm doing these 1x1 now. This has reached absolute ridicule levels. So get the killing blow on 3 sentients while sliding. I'm just going to cheese the absolute hell out of that one. I'm going to cheese the hell out of that. Yeah. Railjack mission? Even better. Thank you, Levy Arsenal. Even better. Because Railjack mission, you have to load through a Railjack mission and go to the sentient anomaly and go through all that process. Why do all of that? Just to find some sentients to kill. When we could just get them at the start of this mission here, if I recall correctly, and just slide shoot abort.
There is a large platoon of Grenier.
I mean, I was going for challenging rather than cheesing, I suppose, but you know.
My intel suggests there are rich enemy supply caches in the area, but I am unable to pinpoint.
Oh, I've still got the key equipped.
Search them out
Whoops.
if you are willing to shoulder the added risk.
No, grenade. No status effects, plus. Finisher. If I do this right, I might be able to get the finishers along the way whilst the sentients decide when to spawn. Okay, this guy does not want to get re-staggered. That's cool. There we go. Now the sentients are spawning. Thank you. Can I even... I can't even finish with those, can I?
Oculists are scanning for targets.
Hi! I'm here. Go tell your friends. Thank you.
The sentient is onto you. Look out for troopers.
Just shoot him in the face, let him know I'm there. Where are they? Where are they? There we go. Oh, God's sake, that's actually more difficult than I expected. Let's try this again. Rubico, what's with the zoom? Come on. That's one. Where's the other one go? Oh shit. That's 2. Cool, I can walk now. Assume the mug was full from the start. It was either 6 or 7 sips. You might have missed one. You might have missed one. I just have tea. But it was full from the start. Nope. And hydrate. Cheers, Snake Rider. Yeah, only 2 sentient spawn, but with rivens we can just abort out and come back in. So I can just keep going. I can just keep going. Oh, I'm facing the wrong way apparently. Silence up. Well, that one did not want to get... Nope. Up. Wait for that to blow up. Thank you. Get to you. Stagger. And kill. Don't get shot. Going for the kill. Good. Crossfire might get me. This is an inefficient way of doing it, but sod it. I'm still in the mood for doing multiple rivens at once, so we're doing it. Nope, 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 nope. There we are. Sentients are arriving. Didn't mean to hit the reload. You, send your friends. Thank you. You get swept.
Look out for troopers.
Don't like mowers, they annoy me. Hello Adria, we're doing alright. Just trying to do some ribbon challenges in the most awkward ways possible, you know? Because why do things simply when you can just make them impractical? The hell of it. There we are, cool, that's a sentient bit done. You can just die now. Don't need you anymore. And let's get some finishes. Yup. Savage Silence Amp Octavia, because logic doesn't exist in this game. But what does exist is my stubbornness. And goddammit, stubbornness makes us achieve some incredible things. Can sentients be killed with a finisher? Well, Carl can do it. If Carl can do it, I'm sure Tenno can. So, maybe. Maybe. Gabi, you're very welcome. Glad you enjoy the channel. And welcome into Twitch, by the way. Hope you enjoy your stay here as much as you enjoyed the YouTube videos. Oh, you do not need to remind me who you main, Snake Raider, no. You do not need to remind me of that. That would just end up pissing off some people here. I shoot that. Does he then get stunned by the silence? He does not. Okay, well, that sucks. I hoped it would just kind of make him stagger right there and then. I'm going to have to get him out of range, and then into range, and then he's staggered. Just because you're an Xmas unit does not mean you're a free. You will suffer my wrath. And we are definitely at wrath mode. This is a weirdly beautiful build. Honestly, you can do some crazy stuff in this game. So long as you look at the meta and go, nah, not interested. As soon as you do that, you can do some really weird stuff, and it's great. It's just that sometimes you do have to kind of pay attention to the meta. May. Okay, get out of the silence. And then back in. There we are, got him. Alright, 6 more stubborn silence kills. That is a mercy. Oh, that counts. Mercy kill counts. I forgot those are considered finishers. There we go. Just a little bit more. They keep on spawning around me. For once, the stupid enemy spawning on lure is actually a good thing. That guy decided to not be silenced, stunned anymore, so I'll just kill him. Is there one more humanoid around? Because I'm getting tired of all these mowers. Oh, actually that worked. There we go. So that's 2 rivens in one mission. I don't think the other one is eligible. Yeah, it's not showing, so it's fine. We'll just finish up. Actually, we don't even need to finish the mission. We can just... Can I abort? Let me check. Can I abort? Yes, I can. Cool. There we are. 2 rivens in 1 mission at the very least. It was just the whole exterminate, extinguish crap that was ruining it. I mean, even if it didn't have the level requirement, I would have been fine. But anyway. And we get a Sporothrix and Venato rune. Venato. Isn't that the, is that the newest scythe? Hold on. The Venato. That's Caliban's one, isn't it? Yeah! Caliban signature scythe. There we go. Most people forget that Caliban exists, but I can still remember the scythe is there. There we are. I think I've got that one just down here, haven't I? Yep, Venato. The slightly... It's kind of small. It's... The blade is just like here for some reason. The handle goes up there and back down here. It's kind of weird. Is Sporothrix even worth its rarity? Pretty much no. Caliban had weapons? He had the scythe, yeah. He had the scythe. And then there were the other melees that came out at the same time, the 3 Archon melees. Which are, yeah, the thing. H3SK, Ken, I have a question for you. I love how you spent an entire message saying you have a question, rather than asking the question. But go ahead. Go right ahead, whilst I have a look at the next rivens on the list. I think, yeah, that one's been done. It was this stonker here. Complete an exterminate mission. Don't be detected. Extinguish Dragon Key. Let's just get that sorted. Because honestly, I'm done. I'm done with looking at that one. Zom, cheers. That one caused so much of a problem. Do I know what's the deal with the insect/infected sound effect that happens on the orbiter? I'm not familiar with what you're talking about, sorry. I'm not familiar with that. If it's insect related, ask Zom, because they will be all over that. And I know they're here because they just got me to hydrate. So if there's anything insect related on the orbiter, they will know about it. Zom, have you heard of this? A couple of you saying, recently been helping this new player out. What do you think the best weapons are? Thoughts of it like the heck. It depends on what mastery they're at. Honestly, if they're low mastery, the biggest recommendation is just plow up the mastery, go around the star chart, do the quest you have to get around the star chart. There is no best weapon in the low mastery stuff. Just get onto the good stuff. Focusing on what'll be better, this or that or the other, you're choosing between a bunch of suboptimal weapons. They're all going to be trash in a couple of days anyway. Might as well just get onto the good stuff. Might as well. So don't fret over it. Let them experience the different weapons. Try out what they feel comfortable with. Once you get to Mastery Rank 8, then you can get the Fulmin and everything suddenly becomes a lot easier. Because the Fulmin is incredible for how little effort you go through to get it. Hey Ray, how you doing? Just going from church, lunch, and you have a Cuba video. Top comments are super good vibes. Nice. Thanks for checking the comments. Nice. Zon does not know about any of the bugs things in the orbiter. Well, there we are then. Then it's nothing. It's a bug at best. If Zon doesn't know about it, there is no bug thing. One of the ways to ensure that you get the best answer for every topic is to make sure you have a panel of experts on topics. When it comes to bugs, Zom's my expert. Not game bugs, but actual bugs. Critters. Zom is my expert there. Alright, I just need to do this mission and not be detected, so... Silent Amprex for the win. I mean, what are they going to do? They have no idea I'm even here. They're just being electrocuted. They think the Grenier Queens hate them. More than usual. It's an elegant solution, I think. Just chain kills until they stop existing. And it's of a high enough level as well. Cutie crawlies. That's one way to have one way to name the bugs. Yeah, cutie crawlies. I approve. I approve. Really, just doing this as simply as possible. After that whole mess of trying to do a triple ribbon setup with some of the most awkward ass ribbons, honestly, it feels nice to just go to good old roots of be invisible, spam squats, everything dies. So Fox saying, hey, the Ken Engineer, love your content and was super happy seeing your videos on the dev stream. Honestly, that was great as well, yeah. Nice of them to add it onto the prime time on Thursday. I'm kind of curious as to why they picked that particular video, but you know what? The fact that it also happens to be one of the ones where I call out the Twitch stream in the first minute, that works. There they are showing off a video and I open up into shameless self-plug, by the way I stream on Twitch. Here is the web address. That works. So yeah, I mean that might be the reason they picked it. In any case, it is great. Which video was used? It was the Ire video. How to farm Ire in 2022. Also applies in 2023 so far. Make sure that invis does not run out. We do not want to fail this at this late stage. Oh, has it sent me all the way back for like one enemy again? Where are you going? Where are you going? Dude was just running away from me. I had no idea I was even there. It's just like, nope, nope, nope. People have died in that direction. I'm out of here. Good lord. I've accidentally get myself stuck under a pipe, as you do. Who's my favourite frame to use? Lavos. Because I can put in a lot of effort, or I can put in little effort, and Lavos accepts me either which way on that. If I'm feeling lazy, Lavos lets me lazy tank. If I'm feeling spicy, Lavos can dial it up to 11. I like Lavos. Snake Raid is about to lie to you all, so ignore him. Yeah, just ignore him. Whatever he comes out with, it might be the truth, it might not be, but they're going to come out with something. And their setup is already a setup for BS, so just ignore them. Do yourself a favour. Can't ignore you forever? I can time you out, dude. Do you really want to challenge me on I can't ignore you forever? I have the power to do exactly that. Don't challenge me. After the rivens I've been through today, do not challenge me. It does not end well. One can go a little bit mad with power when the ribbons end up as terrible as that and chat says do them together. Make sure we keep up that in Viz. I just got a blast block out of nowhere. A good thing I didn't need to not get status blocked, isn't it? Ray with the highlighted message. This content the guy keeps pushing out makes 99% of all the other YouTubers, not just Warframe, look bad at best case. Timestamps, no clickbait, on point, well researched, and thought through on how to present the stuff. Ah, this is an amazing comment. Please never stop making videos like this. Now I've seen what proper content should look like, I will cry looking at most of the guides. That is honestly one of the best comments I have ever seen on my videos. Genuinely. I do put a hell of a lot of effort into researching my videos. Like, I would love to do videos more often than about once a week, but the average topic I cover needs a week. Accounting for the fact that I am still human and need, you know, my own time. Ray, cheers. It does take a long time to make this stuff. Like, if you have a look, the previous video I put out was just shy of 9 days ago. No, 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 no! I was talking too much and not paying attention to the buff bar. That. Oh no, indeed, yeah! Get on call crude, you are all exploding. Savage, silence, amp, death. Death. Death to you all.
You have broken their ranks and they are on
Oh. Don't worry about it, Ray. I'm the one who didn't pay attention. Why? Oh dear. Oh, that went so poorly. Oh dear. Oh well. It happens. Alright, well, it's reminded me at the very least, I don't need to use Octavia for indefinite invisibility because I don't need to slide anymore because we're no longer doing 3 stupid rivens at once. So I can switch back to the good old perma-invis, screw y'all, Avara build. Someone said an emergency therapist against place. That will take me on. Alright, let's do this. Complete this mission. Don't be detected. It's extinguish dragon key. Yeah. Let's do this. Once more. The bridge. Let's go. Ooh. Yes, so there's 9 days between the previous video and the Kuva one, because it takes that time to, you know, put it all together and properly research it, because Kuva is a bit of a heavy topic. There's so many different ways to measure at once, and none of them make it easy. None of them. That's why. Chocolate is saying, get on and call crew, you're all exploding. That's the first thing you hear. Context. Context is pain. Just unrelenting, unexcusable, inexcusable is the word, pain. Just agony, truly. Hell on earth, on Sedna. Did the Jupiter sentient thing work out? It did not. Imagine that in some, like, proper narrator voice. It in fact did not work in his favour. Everything that could go wrong went wrong. We had Violent Spawn, who teleported me to him and destroyed my invisibility, which ruined that. On the second attempt, we had a death squad of Xmas spawn onto me. Literally a death squad. It just kept on going wrong in every way possible. So I'm having a lot of fun today. I'm certainly keeping it entertaining for all y'all, aren't I? If you enjoy watching me have a complete mental breakdown over attempted ribbon challenges, make sure you follow the channel and subscribe for more. If you would like to see me completely lose my mind, maybe even consider subscribing over on Patreon, because there you also get to see the mathematics of analytical data showing not just emotionally, but what's the word? Quantitatively, how much I have a breakdown. Yes, Stay Creator. We all know that you're an absolute sadist. You enjoy watching me in pain. The Acid Pumpkin say, hey, I stumbled here randomly. I love the YouTube channel. Been a great help. My pleasure, my dude. My pleasure. Welcome into Twitch. I hope you find it just as helpful, or at least perhaps more entertaining than helpful at times. But you know, we work on both. We work on both. So I'm saying, I wonder how much you can feel mental meltdowns through a spreadsheet. It's called the accuracy equation data's on. If you try understanding the amount of anguish that goes into figuring out what on earth the accuracy equation in this game is, the spreadsheet gives you some idea of that. Yeah. That one was a doozy, Ray. Thank you for the suggestion on that one. That one was a doozy. Oh dear. Chocolate hydrate. Cheers. Appreciate it. Do I know Rainworld? I do not. I do not. It's not nice seeing me suffer. I mean, Well, I do perhaps prepare myself for these eventualities. At the end of the day, this is just a game. I want to be clear, chat. For anyone who is at all actually concerned, don't be. I did not get to this point in the game by fretting over minor setbacks on opening up rivens of all things. Rivens are completely unnecessary, let's face it, so, you know, they're entirely optional bits, and if I just end up opening up one the second time around, then that's just how it be. I'm fine. I'm just intimately familiar with what it's like to have a mental breakdown, so, you know, it's easy to demo. It's easy to demo. Oh, there's enemies here. Not usually up in this spot. You'd love a compilation of me go through the equation saying, that's the stream sometimes, when someone's like, hey, can you help me understand this bit? I'm confused. I'm like, yeah, the fact that you're confused means you're human, because these things are confusing as shit. Yeah. Sometimes it do be like that in this game. Sometimes it do be like that. Or if I watch an enemy just get to a spot and just start going, spinny, 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 spinny. When you see an enemy do that, you're like, yeah, that's a mood. I've been there. I've been there. Caliban Spectre. Oh my god, the Caliban Spectre testing. Do you remember the conclusion from the Caliban Spectre testing, Penguin? Do you remember why it was so utterly broken? I wonder if anyone here actually remembers what we discovered with the Caliban Spectre testing. I don't know if it's still the case. I haven't wanted to look back yet to see if it's still the case, but it was a short while ago now. For those who don't know, because it was a while ago, so there's going to be loads of people here who weren't around for that. This is what happened. You got extra... Oh, it was different from that, Chuck. This is what happened. The Caliban Spectre, when I deployed him myself, acted normally, including using Fusion Strike, which would armor strip enemies as expected. He would have a 50% armor strip. If I used Growing Power, I could increase... Not Growing Power, Power Donation. I could increase his armor strip because he was a Warframe in my squad. I was donating my power to him. Simple. However, when we had more people in the squad, all of a sudden the Caliban Spectre wasn't armor stripping correctly. It was stripping far, far higher than it should, but it also wasn't doing a total armor strip. In fact, in the calculation, I found... Let me just rerun the numbers here one moment. Yeah, in the calculation, we found that it came to a 93.75% armor strip. 93.75%. And yet, if we increased his strength by 30%, it didn't get to a full armor strip. So something really weird was going on. And what happened, the only explanation I could come to mathematically to prove the numbers we were getting, is that when the Caliban Spectre was activating his Fusion Strike and putting up that armor stripping zone, he was casting it simultaneously a number of times equal to the number of people in the squad. So one person in the squad, 50% armor strip. Two people in the squad, it was doing 50% and then 50% again of what was remaining, because this was before the armor strip changes. 3 times, 50-50-50. 4 times, 50-50-50-50. If you halve and then halve and then halve and then halve again, you've removed 93.75%. That's what was happening. I haven't dared to have a look to see what happens with the armor strip changes, make them all additive rather than multiplicative now. I had to break it down by getting an enemy with ridiculous armor values, hitting them and checking the damage amounts, comparing before and after the Caliban strikes, changing the number of people in squad to verify this. Something like that, potentially. Yeah, if, with Power Donation will bring it up by 30%, so a 50% armor strip would become... that'd be 65% armor strip? Yeah. So, that would end up being... Let me just do this here. Yeah, 98.5%. Which didn't seem to make sense up until we discovered that's what was happening. And yeah, after I figured it out, not long after, they changed how armor stripping works in the game. So it just invalidated the research. Oh yeah, we opened a ribbon. I forgot about that. And I'm now going to continue to forget about that ribbon. Oh. Radio say I'm lucky I'm a supporter because I suggested Spectre's accuracy and stealth videos. I'd probably be banned if I wanted to support it. I mean, Ray, if you weren't a Trinity tier supporter, I would be seriously reconsidering taking on your next suggestion, yeah. You do manage to find some of the most absolutely redonkulous stuff. But at the same time, Ray, you are also very helpful with a lot of other projects as well. Because of your understanding of various bizarre mechanics in this game. It just means that you're asking about the even more bizarre ones, which is a problem. You might need a mental health break. I've been thinking that for the last 10 years, maybe 20, maybe 30. Not quite 30 years. Nearly 30 years. When was my birthday again? Nearly 30 years. How do I pronounce that name? Jimugzbsh. Thanks for hydrate. Cheers, Jimugzbsh. I have no idea if that's how I'm supposed to pronounce that. There is too many consonants in a row for my English native brain to handle. I'm sorry. I can't do it. My thoughts, I'm still having it up. Look, it's fine. It's chill. Alright, so, rivens. What's next on the list? I'm going to mess with my Amprex build, I don't want to. Rubico. Back to Rubico. It's got a spot for ribbon because that's how I set this up. Rifle ribbon mod. Oh, I'm running out of rim slots. Get 3 hits. Now that is officially mocking me. That is officially mocking me. How dare you bring that back in the same stream? How dare you? Oh, it started off nice, but it has not been nice throughout today. Oh, okay, let's see what's the next one. Get the killing blow of 4 sentience. Why not have me sliding? Oh, goody. You know what we're asking for, chat. Oh, you know what we're asking for. If you're not understanding what's happening so far, chat, I'm very sorry you joined in late into the stream.
For all
you
your
missed out.
hard work. Folded hands.
Watch it. Thank you very much for subscribing for 4 months. Once I have a complete breakdown. Cheers, Pochulo. I appreciate it. Alright. Well, we ain't doing that one. And we ain't doing... No, we definitely ain't doing that one. So let's see what another one has to offer. I have no ribbon slots available. You know what? Purchase the capacity. I don't even care. I got the platinum. What is it? Destroy 5 Vrush turrets while in Arkham without dying or becoming down while alone or in solo mode. Well, I can't do that whilst I have sentience around. I need Actually. Actually. No, I can do it. Is it night? 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 Don't say night in 1 hour. No. Can we please do away with the day-night cycle already? Can we please do away with the day-night cycle? Ah, okay. I need to calm down. Let's get a different ribbon. Let's just get a different ribbon. The day-night cycle isn't going anywhere, otherwise D would have changed already because it's a ridiculous feature, quite frankly. It's thematic, it's cool, but it's not cool. when it blocks you from content. Cheers, Paraprox. It's nighttime on the other side of Earth? Yeah, but that ain't the plains of Eidolon. Alright, let's just grab a different one. Let's just grab a different one. Kill 12 enemies with headshots from at least 75 meters away. Cool, we can do all of this on the plains. Wait. Oh, I was supposed... Oh, wait, no. I was supposed to roll the sentient one. I'm an idiot. I was supposed to roll the sentient... Oh. Well, no, I can still do this. I just need a mission with a bunch of sentients. Yeah, killing blow on 4 sentients, doable. 3 headshot kills in a single aim glide, doable. 12 enemies with headshots from at least 75 meters away, doable. All of this is doable. I just need to figure out where. Archon Hunt? You know what? That might actually be the time to do it, yeah. If I just go through the Archon Hunt with Avara, it'll be fine. Oh yeah, there's the aim glide bit. Never mind. Yeah, screw the Archon Hunt. I mean, I could do the hunt with Zephyr, but that seems... I mean, what are the other ones? We got Mobile Defense and Excavation. Yeah. I mean, I could do the Excavate. Don't know if the sidelines will be good enough. Oh, we'll do the rivens one by one. We'll do the rivens one by one. I put myself through enough, chat. Cephalon Suda? What about Cephalon Suda? Cephalon Suda is not an Eidolon. Or a sentient, for that matter. Or headshotable, for that matter. Replay size, vigil, pass. Just pass. Let's just do these properly. Let's just do these properly. No more messing about. No more silliness. Oh, right, I took them off. Would it be possible on Lure, like all of them? I could try and do the Lure Survival, but it's a case of setting up the sight lines as well for 75 meters. Project Anomaly of Sentience, yeah, but then there's again getting the sight lines for 75 meter headshots. Because getting glides is one thing. Getting the enemies for that could be a bit annoying. But then there's the 12 enemies with headshots from at least 75 meters away. To do all that in one mission is just adding on effort and misery that honestly I'm actually done with on the stream. We've been through a lot. If you want to see me in absolute agony and pain, rewind the stream. Once is enough. And we've had it about 7 times. So I'm going to go through this one by one. Let's start with the 3 headshots in a single aim glide. That's easy. Oh, looks like someone tried posting a link when they're not a subscriber. The bot thought you were a bot, frankly, there, streamer. You'll be back in 30 seconds, but yeah. If you want to post a link, you do need to get permission from the mods first to make sure that the bot knows you're not a bot, if you get what I'm saying. Also, I need to defang Carrier, or Carrier will just kill everything. Zephyr, nope. Don't wanna. Don't feel like it. That's all. Hey Louis, I say, hey Ken, just joined the stream, how's it going? Honestly, perfectly fine. Everything that could have gone well has gone so swimmingly today. Like, this has been a wonderful stream. Chat here will tell you, things have been incredible today. Absolutely incredible. Hope you're doing well yourself. I've never lied so hard in my life. Alright, can I get 3 enemies which are close together, please? Okay, wow, just hopping all over the place. Yeah, what even is? Of course, we're all going to split up. Well, I should be able to get it from here. I do that, and then hover. 1, 2, 3. There we go. What were the other challenges? I mean, I can try the headshots in here. I don't know if I have the sight lines for it, but I can try. Let's see, what's the range on that? Oh, yeah. This is why I'm saying I couldn't have done it in Railjack. That's only 30 meters. 75 meters. I'm gonna need well bigger sight lines than this. That's only how far back for 75. That's 75 meters. To the back of the tunnel all the way over there from here. Yeah. Gonna have to drop out on that one. This stream is definition of pure insanity. I didn't keep trying the same thing over and over. But I suppose there's that. I did always try to develop whatever I was screwing myself over with. Alright, come on, give me a good riven. I was sensible. I deserve this. Never mind then. Alright. We'll just, that one does not exist. That one does not exist. Let's just go do the 75 meter one. Let's get that out of the way. Oh, stretch the back whilst we're at it. Use the loading screen to stretch, chat. Always a good idea. Every now and then. Give yourself a good stretch. Oh, you have one of those 75 meters while invisible rivens? Oh, it's easy, Tracky. That's easy. Step 1, use an invisible frame. Step 2, find some enemies and be 75 meters away from them. See, this is 75 meters away. In fact, this is much more than that. I can get a lot closer. Step 3, headshot. Like, what the hell is that walk? What are you doing? Okay then, well that's a thing. Oh, they've seen me. Good thing I don't need to be stealthy about this. But you would want to maintain your stealth. That was... Oh, I'm being shot at. There we are. It's kind of hard for them to shoot me when I'm invisible. Although I have lost them. Oops. Oh wait, here we are. Where are you? There you are. Hi mate. I want a headshot. Oh, I guess that guy's got no brains. Okay. 2 brainless idiots. Or range. Oh, was I not far enough away? Ah, my bad, my bad, my bad. It felt far enough away. There we go. I love the way they hold their gun. It's so stupid. Is this 75 meters away? I swear, if I actually manage to land a headshot on this. Oh, that's just stupid. Do I get to do this again? Oh, sweet. Oh. Shoot, I hit the ship. Oh. Oh, I took him out and I didn't break... Oh, that was a clean shot. That was a clean shot. Took him out of the Dargan. There's a button to instant Arcwing. Yeah, you can just set your hotkeys up. So if you go into your options and you go to customize key bindings and it's your gear hotkeys. So I have gear hotkey number 6 as number 6.
Another pun.
And then if we go into my gear here, you see number 6 is Arcwing. Just like number 7 is my neck mech, number 3 is my arc gun, and so on. Ray, oh shit. Yeah, that's a good one. It's worthwhile right now. Come on. Again, hit the guy, not the ship. Huh? Did not realise I was quite such a marksman at the most pointless stuff. It wasn't a headshot though, so... Rip. Oh, I think I hit the back of his neck. There we go, that's a headshot. I don't think that one was, but whatever. Got him! Got him! Any more? Oh, there's someone nearby. Got him. One more. Who's left? Oh, I sense someone below me. Balls. Where's that guy? Is he underneath the... There you are. Oh, come on. Need to go invisible. Alright. Oh, well, never mind, it despawned. So we'll just go over here. There's always people over here. There they go. Alright. Can you be looking this way? That'd be easier. Oh, for crying out loud. Give me a sec here, chat. Give me a sec here. Sec. Oh, fuck. How long have I been playing this game? There we go. Alright then, let's get out of here before I completely lose it. Hello, Gamer Frog. How you doing? I don't know why I'm going invisible. We're done here. Let's just go. Gorilla. Rhetorical questions. Okay, cool. Let's see. What did that ribbon give me? I forgot what kind of ribbon it was, so... Maybe it's a Kuva Brahma ribbon? That is, in fact, not a Kuva Brahma ribbon. That is pretty much the polar opposite of a Kuva Brahma. Yeah. That's going in the trash. That's going in the trash. 5 dispo, so someone might want it for their Quora, but otherwise that's going in the trash. Never heard of that. It's... You don't need to hear of it, Ladybug, let's be honest. Window cleaner. Yeah. This stream has not been pouring out the good ribbons, has it? Although I've not really been trying hard to open them up quickly, but... yeah. Starts with a K, ends in an A, definitely Kuva Brahma ribbon. I mean, yeah, the genie misheard me, didn't it? The genie misheard me on that one. Alright, so what was the one that's not been done yet? There it is. Get the killing blow on full sentience. Well, jeez. By saying, you know, Ken, the whole reason I started supporting you is because the same thing the YouTube commenter said. I like the quality of videos. Ray, appreciate you. Thanks, mate. As I mentioned earlier, it takes a lot to put in the quality I do, but I don't see a reason to do it any other way. You know? I did, at one point, try pushing the videos out faster. Not only could I not make them a lot faster and still be at least halfway okay with the results, I still wasn't actually happy with them, and that reflected in the views as well. You guys weren't happy with them. It wasn't worth it. If I can do something more quickly, then I will put it out more quickly, but to do things at a level I'm happy with takes time. And I'm not going to cover just random nonsense topics either. That said, I have considered also expanding into smaller topics through the means of shorts, because I know that with the way that YouTube works, if I upload 18-minute guides and then also 3-minute guides, YouTube's not going to like that. So I have considered also looking into shorts as an avenue for covering topics that don't themselves deserve a full video, or don't fit into one.
Oculists, if they scan you,
alright, where are those oculists?
won't be far behind.
Where are they? I just need to piss them off so that they can spawn the guys I want to actually shoot. Where are they? So just select numbers. There. Support Ken because, like a TF2 engineer, he solves practical problems and not because of his accent. I mean, you can subscribe because of the accent as well, you know. If you happen to like a British accent, there's nothing wrong with that. Or one of the many British accents, I should say. Anyway, so I saw that you had graphs solid data, I was hooked immediately. I mean, it's good to cite your sources, even if your sources are just pure facts. If you can prove those facts, it helps. Excuse me, sorry. Game Frog says support Ken because... Oh, sorry, I read that one. I was copy you. Don't push masterpieces, just take your time on those videos. Yeah. It's like the extra time that I spent on the how long it takes to farm frames videos. Both of those took quite a while to put together. The first one took 2 weeks, gathering all that initial data and figuring out the mathematics behind it. The second one, I had that information, but there was the extra frames to add on, and also refining the approach into a more catch-all star rating system. It took a long time to verify that. Am I from London? I am not from London, no. I have been to, how many times have I been to London? I've passed through London 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. And then, oh wait, and a couple, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I passed through London about 10 times, gone to London to then go somewhere else via a different mode of transport, so by plane. A handful of times, and then I've actually been to London for London's sake like twice. Yeah. What did I call tag as a kid? Tag, as in like kid runs over, tags you, you're it, and now you chase off to catch someone else. That one's that game. Because if so, TIG. TIG, TIG. That feels like the kind of question where you're narrowing down where I was born. Not gonna lie, that does feel like the kind of question where you're narrowing down exactly my place of birth. Gotta be careful on those ones. It's not my trust, but I gotta be careful. So fun fact, Ignorary says, I realised actually wasn't subbed on YouTube, don't know how, I never noticed. Yeah, as someone mentioned, YouTube does actually just mess around at times. Whether it unsubs you, or just you thought you clicked it and YouTube forgot that you did, things to that effect. Technology is weird. I want to bounce a crazy one of you guys, in terms of tech being weird, and tech companies not owning it whatsoever. I'm sure you're all familiar with the app Tinder. Yes, I use it. I got banned on Tinder, fun fact. But here's the really fun fact, why I'm okay with announcing such a horrible thing like that, is because I had no possible explanation for why I could have got banned, so I spoke to their support team, and the response from the support team wasn't, tough, you're banned, deal with it. It wasn't an explanation as to why I was banned. What the support team said was, no, you're not banned. We checked your account, you're fine. Alright. I'm fine, am I? As I have my phone in front of me, and I have their app, the desktop app open as well. I'm looking at both of them. It says, you are banned. You have violated our terms of service, yada yada. I'm not banned, am I? 3 separate agents from Tinder said I was not banned. 3 separate people checked my account, supposedly, and said I was not banned. One of them suggested I may have had a second account, and that may be the one that I am having an issue with, and if so, to contact them from the second account. They also stress that if I do have a second account, that is in breach of their terms of services, and I should delete it. Which is hilarious, because not only are they saying I am not in breach of terms of service, but they're also saying the reason you may be banned is that you have breached terms of service in a way that we are not aware of, and by the way, if you are in breach of terms of service in that way we're not aware of, you should delete it. Referring to the account that I cannot sign into. Because I was banned. Yeah. So that was impressive. But to top it all off, chat, this does have a happy ending. Because you see, I am not now currently banned from Tinder. After those 3 agents just could not help me out, I took it further. I escalated it, and when escalated, then, and only then, did it get banned. And I have found like 2, maybe 3 people on the net ever who have had the same experience. Most people that say when they're banned from Tinder, they're just banned. I found a few people who have actually had this experience as well, recently. So I don't know what the hell's going on with them. But yeah. I can't say... Flowing thoughts. Oh, God. I did not even... Oh, God. Flowing thoughts. I did not intend that whatsoever. Oh, God. Flowing thoughts. No. That was not what I meant whatsoever. Not that kind of happy ending. Not that kind of happy ending. Freeformer? Pass. I got enough of them. Oh, God. You people. Honestly. You'd think this was grind with... Have I just gone all the way back to the start? I hate mowers so much. Stupid little... two-leg face cam things. Gun heads. Gah! Yeah. That's what I get for skipping the former, isn't it? Alright, let's do the former. Or rather, let's attempt to get the former and be utterly disappointed when I don't. Fine. Right, left, centre right, far left, because it's the same every time. Right. Left. Centre right. Far left. Because it's the same every time. It goes through the music bit. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. We'll sit here patiently. Get the reward. It was credits. Are you happy, chap? Are you happy? Two-leg face cam thing sounds like a Tinder description. Oh dear. In all honesty though, I know that a lot of people give a lot of flack to online dating and whatnot, but honestly, certainly for someone in the queer community, it has done me a world of good. It really has. It has done me a world of good. So, I won't slag it. That said though, they could do a little bit better with their ban system. Yeah. Can the Tinder near? Wow. Is that a farmable way of getting former if you're willing to run these? I've only ever gotten one in a day. I heard a rumor that you're limited to one per day that way, but I've never been able to verify it, and I honestly don't want to. If you get more than one in a day, then maybe. But I've never heard of anyone managing to turn it into an actual proper form of farm. So it does seem there is some kind of limit attached to it. I don't know why I'm even doing this mission. I don't need to finish the mission. I've done the challenge. I've just realized, yeah, I'm literally wasting my time doing the mission. I'm not even going to abort, just in sheer spite. Greta saying, speaking of someone who's used those apps, are not fantastic. Oh, they're not fantastic, no, but they achieve their job eventually after completely destroying any self-worth you may have. Yeah. Viper! Wow, that is a waste of a ribbon. If you missed a joke card copy, you'll have to just check the replay. Do yourself a favour that way. Alright, let's see. What's next on the list? Rifle ribbon. Pop it in. Got a ribbon slot, so we don't need to worry about stuff right now. Complete a defense mission with level 30 or higher enemies with the objective taking no damage without using energy consumables. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh lordy dordy. Alright then. One of the few times Banshee has a use. That Rubico Prime build worked good. When it's not broken with a broken ribbon on it. What mod did I have here? Ah yeah, Hunt Munitions. If you put Hunt Munitions there, then yeah, this works honestly fine. Alright, defense mission, level 30 high enemies, yada yada. Let's do it. Let's do it. Where is the build? Please tell me I did not break the build for it. Electric Fracture, Resonating Quake. There we go. All the good stuff. Does not have the energy generator on it because this is a low duration version. Ooh. Yeah, this doesn't have the thing I need for, what do you call it? Dispensory. How's I going to do that then? No energy consumables. Need energy. Do I have a way around this? I mean, I can just use Zeneric. Zeneric should be fine. Zeneric should be fine. Yeah. Yeah, Zeneric should be fine. Let's just double check, make sure, is there any energy option I could grab? I've got high efficiency, but is there anything I can think of? Aside from dispensary, because I don't have the duration for it. I don't want to completely rethink the build for the duration right now, I just don't. There is Lycos, but that's duration base, that won't work. No, I don't think I'm going to have one here, to be quite honest. So, Zeneric will just have to cover it. That's duration base, it doesn't even do the thing. Yeah. Nourish. Multiple people saying nourish. Interesting, interesting. Let's see. Nourish on this build will have a duration of 23% of that. So it's going to have a duration for 50 energy. It'll have a duration of, what's that, like 5-ish seconds? Maybe a bit higher than that. Yeah, about 7 seconds. We'll take a pass on that one. Most abilities that can help out would need duration. Now, this doesn't require me to do it solo, but I'm going to do it solo. I'm going to do it solo, because why not? Balls to the wall. Once you got all the upgrades in a focus tree, is there a reason to not change the lens to a different school? Unless you want the cosmetic upgrades you can get from the focus school as well, Ronald, there's no reason, no. There's no reason not to change. Just go for it at that point. Alright then. Let's do this. Hydron, solo, defense, boom. Can't use your operator for energy? I can, yeah. So I'll be using that. It's just making sure I have enough. There we go. I should be fine.
Our position has been compromised. Defend the
Alright
cargo
then.
until reinforcements arrive.
Now, to help out with this, and I may as well, what I'm going to do is something really cheeky. Right here. And if I pop down that is not an energy consumable. Hold position right there. She will quite handily deal with some stuff coming through that door.
Inbound. Hold the line.
I would have put down the on-call crew, but they will despawn after 3 minutes, so it's not worth it. This is going to take a little bit longer than that, and it's the last wave which is the most crucial, to have something attacking them over there. That is at the edge of my reach, which is why I put them there. There we go, wave 1 complete. Re-up that. And get this casting ahead of time, just to be certain. The Hardened Wellspring give me a little bit of extra strength. The main thing is, I've got the energy just flowing in. This will do handling. It's not often that Banshee has a place using her 4th ability, but this is one of them. There are people that try to do this with Frost or with Limbo. Honestly, Banshee's never let me down. Is this to build speedrun the defense mission? It's to do it so that we take absolutely no damage on this cryopod. Because it staggers the enemies as well as damaging them. They can't actually approach the pod. We just constantly slam the ground, and they just don't have the opportunity to get here. Unless they're an Xmas unit after the changes. Ah! Xmas units after the change. It's been a long time since I've used it. It's been that long since I've used this build? Yikes, I really don't care about rivens. Crike. Okay, that's a problem. You, help out. That's broken my build. Huh. I forgot about Xmas no longer being staggered. It's been that long since I've used this build? Hellfire. Well, sucks to be me. At least if anything comes close, Zai here should immediately annihilate them. So there is that for me. Wow, yeah. I did specify something, yeah. Banshee does have uses outside of her form. Yep, there we go. That was one attack. Wow. I can see on the enemy radar one approaching. Silence now. We'll screw them up. Of course, no. No, it won't screw them up because overguard. Dumbass. It really puts into perspective just how much overguard messes with you. Really puts it into perspective. At least I got this person here with their cape blowing in the wind from my abilities, ready to assist, and I've got Varuna covering that door over there as well. Yeah, but it was the stun I was hoping for, Ray, because the stun would stop them running towards this and stop them potentially damaging it. But because that wasn't going to happen, yeah. Now that last enemy over there that's not really dying, the last couple of them, that's probably a Hayek and Master. They take a lot longer to kill because they're resistant to this damage. But we'll get there. Zenith could be used to pick them off across the map. You wouldn't pick them off quick enough. Unless you mean the Xmas, in which case, too busy focused on the rest of the enemies normally. But you're right. Also, apparently I have gone AFK according to Zai. Let's make sure I don't get AFK penalty for this mission. Please and thank you. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I do wonder if Thermal Sunder would have the range for this approach. With any single bullet clipping this, the slightest bit of damage, you lose. So many people struggle with like Frost or Limbo for that reason, because an enemy comes in range somehow, just does one tick of damage and that's it. This, the whole reason is that it does the damage and constantly staggers. Man, that one is being really resistant. What the hell are you? The last enemy, I'm sure. Did it just die? It just died. It just died. Whatever. I did it. Xmas units be damned. Xmas units be damned. So that was a thing. Nah, it's fine, Ray. We didn't need the security. 100% accuracy. Because I shot one Xmas unit. And... boom! Attica. Well. That could have been better. Alright. Let's see. I think we got time for one more riven. Yes, we have got time for one more. So let's see. One of the melee ones that I've skipped over from earlier. Let's see. Synthesize Samaris target. Destroy rush turrets without being died or becoming downed whilst alone. Oh, let's do that one. Let's do that one. We started on the plains. We can finish on the plains. They didn't even... yeah. Even the salty started on the plains. We genuinely start on the plains today. That's where we're going to finish. Nice. What I'm going to do with all those rivens, most of these melt them down because of the trash. The occasional one that I can sell, I'll sell them. Support my platter. Only got a few thousand. If you are looking to get a little bit more plat yourself, by the way, there is the raffle going on, so make sure you do grab yourselves a ticket for that. The only way you get a chance to win it is to grab a ticket. Alright, rush turrets. They are spawning all over the place. And I remember where. I think there's one around here, no? I don't see the one if it was around here. I'll go elsewhere. Smelt them for endo? Why would I smelt the ribbons into endo? I can use ribbon transmuters. Or just sell them the trash amounts. That's an ack turret. Mortar. No, where's the rush? No. Rush turret. Come on then. Don't do this to me. Where's the rush? There we go. That's one. Not that one. This might just be the only one on this one. Push one on sniper towers too sometimes? Yeah, they do. Any round here? I genuinely have just completely forgotten every single spawn point. Oops. Not a good plan. Makes it seem a little bit sillier. Riven transmuters? Yeah, they're a thing that you get from capturing the Tridolons. Do all three, you get a Riven transmuter. You can turn 4 rivens that you don't like into 1 veiled riven. Could be for something you do like. I think there's just one of these turrets here. Let me just check on the far side. Yeah, I think it's just the one turret. Let's swing around here. I'm actually beginning to draw a blank on everything at the moment. I heard something. Rush turret. There we go. Probably the only one at that tiny camp. Nothing on top. Another one I'm looking for. Another one I'm looking for. Oh. Accidentally got taken out of Arcwing, but it's fine. You rush? You have rushed. There we go. One more to go. One more to go. Right near Seath. Seath? Oh, I'm on my way to Seath, so yeah. I will try near Seath. Listening for the turret sound. Nope, wrong one. New one? Nope. Come on. I've never paid this much attention to the turrets. I just always kind of found them. Want to find it before 20 people join the chat channel and go, oh, you can go to this spot you've already been to. Did you know that there is a Wikipedia? Really? A Wikipedia with information on this game? Perish the thought. I'm just going to kill them because I feel like it. No! Balls that missile hits it. Did it really fire 2 missiles at me? You bastard. Alright, so one up here. There's got to be one up here. There we go. Alright then, we're good. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. I mean, fair enough, Ladybug. Everyone's got something. Everyone's got something. Yours is you've memorized the location of all the turrets. Kudos. You can do this ribbon faster than me. Alright then. Glaive Riven? Maybe? You hate to see it. Oh well. Oh well. I mean, there are worse things to get a Riven for, but
Another pun? How
cheers, Eddie.
humiliating.
Oh well. Oh well. In the end, it didn't really matter. But that's fine. We still got some ribbons open. that I can take those out of my inventory. Don't have to worry about those anymore. So I suppose that's a thing. And we did get the Proboscis Cernos ribbon, so that's worth something. And otherwise, a complete mental breakdown in a stream. But you don't get that very often. So, yeah, all around, positive experience, I'd say. Quite the ordeal. You can't be mad at that. I think it's about time to give out some platinum to someone else on the stream here, eh? I think it's about time to do that little giveaway. So let's have a look then. Who has entered into it? It looks like a lot of people have not yet grabbed themselves a ticket. So exclamation mark ticket if you do want a chance to win it. I'll give you guys just a moment on that there. Go right ahead and grab yourselves that. I'll give you a minute or so. Just to make sure, if you've forgotten about it, you can still do so. Give you just a sec on that there. I'm also going to just not catch any messages for a moment while there's just this stream of tickets. Oh, nope, I missed that message. Potato say, actually, I do, although I'm not as good at experiencing them as you. I'm not following the context. No one actually. I'll give you guys just a moment on the tickets there. Also, actually, do a quick little bit of admin on this side as well. Let me just get rid of that. Thank you very much. There we are. Alright then. Closing the tickets in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Closing the tickets. There we are. If you're late to getting a ticket now, you've literally had the entire stream to do so, and my final warning right there and then. So, if you missed it, my sympathy is exactly 0. Which means then, out of the 91 people who have entered into today's Platinum giveaway, the winner today is the one and only Atalixer6. Atalixer6, congratulations, you're the winner of today's Platinum giveaway. I'll be contacting you here on Twitch in the next few minutes to get a hold of your Warframe username and platform. We'll get that sent on over to you there, Atalixer. Congratulations. Everyone else in the chat, thank you very much for joining me on another very curious Warframe stream. It hasn't gone quite the way I had expected today, but you know what? We roll with that. We absolutely roll with that, but it's about time we raid on over to another part of the Warframe community. It's about time we have a look to see who can we say hello to. I really need to get a haircut. Probably do that tomorrow. Let's see, who are we going to say hey to? There is the entire Warframe streaming community, at least the ones who are live, out there. This was certainly right. This was definitely one of the streams of all time, wasn't it indeed? Next Friday Tinder stream, not happening. You guys absolutely do not get to see that. The fact that you know it exists is nothing. But the content, that's for me. So, let's see. Who can we raid on over to? Who can we raid on over to? So, the options I see... I have never seen this person stream before. As far as I can tell. Targamosity? Don't recognize them. There's Neoness. There is K, Crucify, Luke Lullaby. Some of these are not English speaking, I'm guessing. Yep, Twitch has forgotten that I speak English only. Let me filter that down. That's why I don't recognize a couple of them. There we go. Oh, Zion Zeta. Oh, now that is a name I have not seen in a long time. Well, that's it. That is absolutely it. I mean, Zion Zeta, it has been a very long time since we've seen them on Warframe. The same returning player after, yeah, it has been a while, hasn't it? Let's go, Zion Zeta. If I recall correctly, aren't they a Mesa main? Chat, we'll have to ask them to find out to be certain. Let's head on over to Zion Zeta. Let's show them the very best of this community. Thank you very much, chat, for joining in today. I do hope you have enjoyed the stream. And if you haven't already caught it yet, make sure you do catch the Kuva video over on YouTube as well. But that's all from me today. I'll see you guys again on Wednesday. Some more Warframe. Bye-bye.